fight like lion, keeping Biafra safe from Zion. Oh, Mama Biafra, your children they cry. Finland free our prime minister. We no go lie. Our enemy they try to annihilate. Free am now before it's too late. Freedom no be small something. Now waiting we dey demand without fronting. Biafra land we want them strong. We Simon that bar we go march along. From the east to the west we dey shout, Mama Biafra, yeah, I'll call no doubt. Enemies close, but we stand up tall. Together we rise, we no go follow. Oh, Mama Biafra, your children they cry. Finland free our prime minister. We no go lie. Our enemy they try to annihilate. Free am now before it's too late. In unity we go dey strive. Fight for freedom, we go alive. With courage and strength we dey fight. Mama Biafra, our guiding light. Your children they cry. Finland free our prime minister. We no go lie. Our enemy they try to annihilate. Free am now before it's too late. Freedom no be small something. Now waiting we dey demand without fronting. Biafra land we want them strong. Simon Ekpa, we go march along. From the east to the west we dey shout, Mama Biafra, yeah, I call no doubt. Enemies close but we stand tall. Together we rise, we no go fall.
Ra muso tukwasi chukuobi chisike asuna ngongo muso gibao chichi iedi gedu diwayo tukwasi chukuobi
Nnamdi Okukalu Oramadi Kendi Bojisike Woke diri ndu ya wechacha maka Biafra Weroputara anyị onye ndu Simon Ekpa Obatobiye.
Witness me, I want to remain in the spirit because we must worship heaven. We answer your name, O Lord of hosts. Everything about us is designed to offer glory unto thee. We have atoned for our sins last year. This very year we have not only atoned for our sins, we have sealed, we have shed blood, they have shed our blood. We have let our sacrifice be made unto thee. Even on the 30th of August, as we are being felled by the bullets of the enemy, by the workers of iniquity and of darkness, we remain very strong today to beckon upon thee, to ask you for your mercy and for your grace, to ensure that your kingdom is restored upon the face of the earth, that you can bring your healing hand to bear upon the life of those of them that you created for one singular purpose, and that purpose alone, which is to worship you in truth and in every honesty. Is there any way that we have erred? Is there any way that our ancestors may have sinned? We confess before a congregation of the whole of humanity to ask you, oh Lord of hosts, to have mercy on us. You must have mercy upon us. We have suffered enough. We have been subjugated enough. We have been tortured enough. We have been imprisoned enough. We did not do these people anything. Our only crime is to answer your name. Our only crime is to be born your children. Our only crime is to excel at everything that we place our hands into. Our only crime is to exhibit your glory and your blessing, which manifestedly is upon our lives every blessed day. That is why they want to kill us. That is why the British want to join those of them who don't know you to destroy your creation and your inheritance. You will not allow shame to befall your name. You will not allow the enemies to triumph over the lives of your children, because you created us to exist, to worship, to honor, and to praise you. That is exactly what we are going to do when this Biafra comes. It will come in truth and in every honesty, because we remain every blessed day whiter than white and whiter than snow. Is there any way that we have sinned that you cannot forgive us our trespasses, to enable us to fulfill your own word, which was spoken thousands of years ago, that instead of what you promised not to come to pass, that heaven and earth will cease to exist? You opened your mouth to bless mankind to the coming of Yahweh Yeshua, who came here and said, let your kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. Those words can never be in vain, because they are anchored upon your holiness and your magnificence. That is why in the end we know that Biafra will come, that these children that we have given birth to all over the world, and their children, and their children, and their children, as long as they give birth to them and they are Biafrans, they will worship you in truth and honesty. Through this very work we are doing, mankind will come to understand you. Let your miracle be wrought in our lives. Let us witness and behold your magnificence, your holiness, your mystery, and your grace. Under our command, O Lord of hosts, we call upon you. We call upon you to heal. We call upon you to provide succor to those of them who are inconsolable. We ask you to come and strengthen those who are weak. We ask you to restore hope where there is hopelessness. We ask you for inclusion where there is destitution. We ask you for one brotherhood, one camaraderie, one bone, one blood, and one flesh of your children. The Efiks and the Bibios, the Izon, the Shekiri, the Isobos, and also those of them from Isoto. We are traveling all the way to the lands of Igala. We are moving on from there to Idoma, to Igede, to the territories of the Igbo land. All these places we dedicate unto thee. All these lands of yours, we ask you to cover it with your mercy, because Biafra will come, and when it does, we will dance on the streets. I'm telling you, by the time that we are done, humanity will think that we are mad, we are drunk in your glory, and rightfully so, because your kingdom will come to rest upon this very earth. That very kingdom is the unadulterated, non-negotiable sovereignty of the Republic of Biafra, that your will may be fulfilled in our time. All this we pray, all these we ask for, in no other name apart from that name that belongs to you. He said, freedom can be gotten only two ways. One is through the ballot box. In other words, people will contest and they will have Biafra Nationalist Party. Yes, as they have in Scotland. And then we vote for them. When they then go to the house, or maybe go to Abuja, they will say, we are here under the mandate of Biafra Nationalist Party. Because of that, we want to go and conduct a referendum in order for us to be free. The other way, you fight. Either you go through the ballot box or you fight. Which option are we choosing? We have chosen to fight. Before, Southern Sudan fought a war for 30 years. 30. Our own was only 3 years. Only our boss. 3 years only. Everybody ran away. Only 3 years. We don't want to build men that at the slightest sight of difficulty they run away. We want to weed out all the chaffs. We need those that can sustain, those who are relentless in the pursuit of our freedom until our freedom comes. No retreat and no surrender. How do you get them?
Buying and selling has put us into wait and take business in anything we want to do. Whatever that will take us time, we don't want it again.
Nobody wants
the problem with people.
You know your people, at the slightest sign of difficulty, because they are used to buying and selling, they will run away.
Somebody is telling me here, he doesn't want to even go back to that zoo safe or whatever.
All right. So we are reading from the book of Obadiah, from chapter 1 from verse 10. He said, for violence against your brother Jacob, for violence against your brother Jacob, shame shall cover you, and you shall be cut off forever. Are you all listening? Let me repeat it again. The book of Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 10, say, for violence against your brother Jacob, shame shall cover you, and you shall be cut off forever. All of you have seen the way the people who claim to be fighting for Biafra, you know that this is a special week we are, okay? What has happened today? Some of them, all the things they have done in the past, they have gone back to it and start taking glory. They are taking glory. After they wage violence against their own brother. Let me read from 11. In this one, go to Nigeria. In the day that you stood on the other side, in the day that you stood on the other side in the day that strangers carried captive his forces, when foreigners entered his gate and cast lot for Jerusalem, even you were as one of them. Hey! Are you people following? The book of Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 11, say, in the day that you stood on the other side, in the day that strangers, Fulani government and their politicians, strangers carried captive his forces, when strangers entered his gate, when strangers entered our land and they cast lots for Jerusalem, even you, the people that claim they are fighting for Biafra, even you were one of them. Even you were one of the strangers. Even you were one of those who have come to carry the forces captive.
Most of you who claim you own businesses everywhere in Nigeria, for that reason, you want everybody to die. Nobody is above death. Death is going to visit everybody. Just have to pray that you live and make impact in this life. The impact that matters now, as far as Nigeria is concerned, is not the impact to make people millionaires. It is impact to make people to be alive. It is impact to make people to feel secure. It is impact to make people feel they are free. That is the biggest impact you can make. Millions are going to come. People will become millionaires when they are alive. Of what use is it? You make somebody millionaire today and tomorrow he died by gunshot from Fulani. Of what use will it be to the society? You pick up somebody and send him abroad and he come back to Nigeria and police will kill him. It's happening every day. Why do you want to continue to be part of a country like that? Why?
We have decided that we design the solution that suits us. And that solution is that everything we do, since they make our country and our land very uncomfortable for us, we will bring our freedom from diaspora. And that's what we're doing today. So the enabling environment that was not created for us in Biafra land, the different countries where we reside have created that environment, and we are struggling to bring this kind of system back to our people for them to live like human beings. So we will always outsmart the terrorist state of Nigeria, where
we have no mercy for those that come to disrupt the restoration of this struggle. We don't negotiate with anyone. We will never do that. Because when you do things like that, you encourage the same thing to be inside the government, and they will continue to do what they are doing. There's an adage that says, no matter how you try to leave them, to forgive them, to accept them, they will still come up with that same behavior. Because Nigerian government has a process of divide and conquer. They use people within to destroy what Biafrans are doing. We already know that, and that is why they are not going anywhere. That is why we stop them on their track. That is why we discover them anywhere they are, and we bring them down. That is what we will continue to do. No mercy. No mercy, because lives have been lost. People have died. Children have died. Innocent Biafrans have been murdered. They've spilled their blood. We are not joking. Anybody, any attorney, any lobbyist, You think we are joking in this restoration process? I pity you. Sorry will be your name. It gets to 7 months. You can never cover it. That is where we are right now in the restoration of the United States of Biafra. And those people, most Biafrans that have this what we call the sixth sense, when things are happening, it's not just what is happening this November, December. Most of them have been threading back what happened even since February to this restoration, till this January. And these are Biafrans that have been following Obato Obie's footsteps. They have been threading it. Each step, each move everybody is doing, they are putting it together. And one major thing that most of them, the think tank of the Biafra restoration, have come to present to me is that this thing that is happening right now is the same thing. It was the same thing that happened before Nnamdi Kanu to Wazirike, to our able leader Nnamdi Kanu. And it tried to happen to Obato Obie, but luckily, thank God, Obato Obie has the right people around him. And those right people around him have been persistent and consistent. They could not be mowed down by the criminals that supported Obato Obie. Not that supported the criminals that entangled him, because what the criminals do, which they did to Wazirike, some of you know the history of Wazirike, when the politician, one of those politicians, it was Ifanyo, but one of them, went to the DSS. Anyoba, thank you so much. Went to meet Wazirike with the criminals that surrounded Wazirike. And when they went to meet him, those criminals that Wazirike trusted, he saw those people with this criminal politician when they came to dissuade him to drop Biafra. So when he saw people that he trusted, people that he thinks he trusted, surrounding this criminal politician, he was able to let go of the Biafra restoration. The same thing happened to our able leader Nnamdi Kanu. The same criminals that surrounded him, that pretended to be fighting for the Biafra restoration, were the same ones that moved him to Kenya, where Nigerian government took him. And today he's languishing in Nigeria DSS dungeon. The same criminals that surrounded Nnamdi Kanu that pretended that they were fighting for Biafra restoration. They were the same individuals when Nnamdi Kanu, our leader, has said there will be sit at home or there won't be any election. These criminals will go collect money from the Nigerian politicians in Southeast and South and come and telling Nnamdi Kanu, now, how are we going to do this now? Let us cancel this. We're going to let the election go, or maybe the next one. The same criminals that did this thing to Nnamdi Kanu, they are the same criminals that Obato Obie moved into the Biafra Republic government in exile. They are there.
Exactly.
They are doing the same template that Fulani tells them to do. That same template that Fulani uses to disrupt the restoration of the independent state of Biafra. It is the same template they came with this time. But you know what? They failed. Because it's a different breed of Biafrans that is in charge at this time. It's a different breed of Biafrans that have studied the history for the past 10 years. The different breed of Biafran that knows how the Fulani penetrates Igbos, penetrate Biafrans. A different breed of Biafrans that understood how the Fulani terrorist cabals and Nigerian government works. So when you see the criminal ex-British cabinet members, the criminal lobbyists that are parading with them in the name of trying to restore Biafra, Biafra's already stopped them on their track. That is why they don't go. They can't move anywhere. Not when some of us. Not when some of us. So Nigerian government, I promise you today, the money you are giving to the is a waste because they cannot go anywhere. They can't go far. Once they take one step, we are taking 5 steps ahead of them.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for joining me on today's program, wherever you are joining from. I welcome you and I thank you for being part of the program. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Accept my greetings according to your time zone, wherever you are watching from. If you are watching me from Facebook, or you're watching from TikTok, or you're with me on David Harper channel where I'm hosting the program, I welcome you and appreciate you for being part of this program this month. I'm not going to take you much of your time today. It's going to be a very quick one. So if you want to join me on stage to contribute, please try to join on stage as early as you can, because I will not take much time like I always do. For those who are joining us for the very first time and those who are going to come across this video for the very first time, I want you to understand that this platform remains a platform under the United States of Biafra. United States of Biafra under the command of our Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Biafra, and on the Supreme Command of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, today under the command and order of the Deputy Prime Minister Dr. NgoziOrabueze. That is where we stand. In this platform, we do not come here to instigate violence. We do not come here to preach hate. We don't come here to attack people or individuals. We don't come here for propaganda or blackmail. We do not come here to attack any race or religion. What we do in this platform is to speak up for the Biafran people that are oppressed, to expose the lies against the Biafrans, lies against our Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa, lies against our Deputy Prime Minister Dr. NgoziOrabueze, lies against our Supreme Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, lies against the Biafran people. We expose all the atrocities of Nigerian government in the zoo, Nigeria, and also in Biafra territory, more especially. We have spoken about the war that Nigeria is waging in Biafra land, and nobody seems to be talking about it. Everybody turned a blind eye. The international community turned a blind eye to it, and they pretend they are not seeing it. We have written letters, we have cried, and we have complained. But we have gone to a time when we will stop complaining, and today we are fighting for our life. Every Biafra in Biafra land today is fighting for his or her life, and that is what we do, and we will continue to do without any shaking. We will continue to hold on to our legitimate right for freedom, right to self-determination, right to self-defense, and right to life. These rights we must hold close and very dear to us, and we must not walk away from it. Wherever you are watching this program today, I want you to pay close attention to this program. It is important. We know that a lot of things are going on in Biafra land, and we can't get distracted. No matter what you see, no matter what you hear, no matter the distractions, the gospel of Biafra must continue, because it is the only solution to every problem you are seeing today. All the cry you are hearing, all the backbiting, all the propaganda you're hearing, the solution is Biafra. Once Biafra is fully restored, all those things will become history. That is why everyone must put hand on deck to make sure we pursue the freedom of Biafran people and get it. Not just pursue the freedom, we must get it in our own time. We are not going to transfer this responsibility to anybody, not anymore. We will be the last people to fight for this Biafra. After us, there will be no fighting of Biafra. People will be there to enjoy the Biafra that they need and they desire. That is our dream, and that is what we are here for. So my fellow Biafran that are watching, wherever you are watching this program from, I will urge you in the name of Chukwu to pay close attention to what we are about to say today. Pay close attention to every single program we are having today. Do not get distracted. Don't allow anything to distract you. Keep your emotions aside. Keep your emotions aside and let us face the facts. There's no way you can be able to achieve Biafra in fear. Your emotional blackmail or your emotional feelings cannot change anything when it comes to the restoration of Biafra. They need facts. The world needs facts. The world works based on facts, not on assumption or your beliefs or some other things that you're having. The world is working based on facts. What fact are you able to present to the people? And that is why we have to concentrate on facing the fact and forget about the frictions. We know what has transpired, we know what has happened in the past, and know what is happening. Every one of us that is in the program today, I want you to please compose yourself. Keep your sentiment aside. Keep your worries aside. Keep your emotion aside. Control your emotions as we go into this program. There is nothing that is happening today that has not happened before. That is one thing. Whenever you have this at the back of your mind, you will not have too much worries. There is nothing that is happening today that has not happened before. And there is nothing that will happen that has not happened before. All these things you are seeing today are repetitions of the journey we have passed through all this while. And some of them are showing up their ugly faces again. What we have to do is to go through it. Go through it. We must be strong everywhere we find ourselves. No matter the situation, no matter the obstacle, you must always try to control your emotions. The United States of Biafra, as I have always said, is doing everything humanly possible to see that we gain our recognition, and also the restoration of Biafra is done on the ground. And the government of Biafra is also doing everything they can to keep the legacy of Master Simon Ekpa until he joins us. The government of Biafra is always also very close and looking towards the issue of Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister. Whatever tragedy that he's facing now, whatever obstacle he's facing, wherever he is now on the questioning and working for Biafra, it is all for good. And the government of Biafra is playing their part and doing what they have to do. Every one of us as an individual, all we have to do is to keep on praying for him, for strength to stand until the end of all these temptations. Most of these things that are happening today are bound to happen. And if they didn't happen, who knows what would have happened? It would have been worse than this. If they didn't happen, maybe worse things would have happened. You can never tell. Yeah, sometimes we think about only the positive and positive and positive. You don't think about negative. You forgot that there are negatives in life and there are positives. The only thing that we are praying always is that let the negative not be on high percentage and the positive. Let the positive be greater than negative. With that, you'll be good to go. Every one of us have to be focused and continue to preach the gospel of Biafra to every mankind. It is necessary, it is important, it is the right thing to do. The gospel of Biafra must be preached to the end of the world. No matter the distractions we are seeing today, don't join the distractors. Don't allow yourself to be counted in as one of the distractors. Do not allow that. If you do, it is going to be very disastrous. And I can't tell you what will be the penalty. Every one of us as Biafrans have a role to play. We know the right thing to do. Even when some of us decide to deviate from the right thing and begin to do something else, pretending not to know, they know what the right thing to do very, very well. They know the right thing to do. And I believe, especially Grace Ojuku Kebiama, they are going to do the right thing. Wherever you are watching this program, I urge you to like and share. Click like and share. It is very important. Click like and share so that others will also get the information. Click like and share. Click like on the program and share. Share on all platforms. Share to family and friends. Share to everything that is connected near you. It is important. The enemies, as we all know, are making their various plans. And when they do all these plans, some of you will think it is just against the individual they want to pass through. No, it is not. Some of the challenges we are having today is deeper than you can imagine. But in the midst of it all, we have to remain positive. We have to remain positive at all time, based on the things that are obtainable. We have to remain positive based on the things that are obtainable. And our focus should be on massive gospel of Biafra. Massive gospel of Biafra. We have come to the crossroad and many things have been unraveled. Because of these things that have been unraveled, we must be very careful what we do, what we say, and where we go. The gospel of Biafra must be preached against all odds. United Nation of Biafra to the world. United States of Biafra to the world. We must continue to do what we have to do. Don't allow anybody to distract you. Don't allow anybody to try to pull you back. You must remain consistent in anything you are doing. Consistency is key. Consistency is the key. Do not allow any distraction. Do not allow any obstruction. Do not allow any hindrances. Excuse me 1 minute. Let me attend to issue. Just 1 minute. Sorry for that. I just got some things to attend to. So, my fellow Biafrans, as I was saying before, we don't need to get distracted. We don't need to get trouble with things that are happening. There are a lot of issues that are going on there. A There are a lot of things that are happening right, left, and center. There are a lot of obstacles and hindrances, but we must be strong and continue to focus on the real things. There is one of the, if you look at the topic I chose there, I said the gospel of Biafra must be preached against all odd, United States of Biafra, to the world. So it is very important that we focus on these things and continue to preach the gospel and do not get distracted. We were going to meet a lot of distractions. Distractions are going to come from all angles, from all corners, but we must remain consistent at all times. The government of Biafra is doing everything they can to make sure that things are in order. Nobody is happy with the kind of things we are seeing today, the kind of informations we are getting on the ground, and the kind of videos and pictures that are coming out. Nobody is happy about it. It is obvious that a lot of things have gone wrong. When you see certain videos that are flying in, are coming in, more especially the one that is coming from Osmo, it is really disturbing. For the Fulanis to succeed on such attack on that area, it calls for concern. It calls for concern. This is the area where some people who have made themselves an online speakers instead of protecting the Biafrans are. The area they occupy, the area they're supposed to protect. But from every indication now, you can see that a lot of things have gone wrong. A lot of things have gone wrong, and that is why the government of Biafra is busy trying to rebuild things again and try to put things in order so that we can forge ahead. The kind of gory videos we are receiving, from right, left, and center is not something that is appealing. Nobody is happy about it. Nobody is happy about it. And the government of Biafra is working day in, day out to see that things get back to normal. A lot of damage has been done by the infiltrators. And this is why most of us are worried about our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa. That is why we are crying, because we know the consequence of what is going to happen. We know what the enemy have planned. There is no other plan that they have than to make sure they keep our Prime Minister on distance until they can be able to fulfill their desire. If you can remember, there was one of the brokers that the Prime Minister met some time ago when he met that brokers, and he said that they are after you. The target is not himself, just like when they targeted Mazen Nandeka. Now, Mazen Nandeka is not the target. He has never been the target. But they decided to focus on him because they know when they take him out, that is going to shake the pillars of the struggle. And before we can be able to get ourselves together again, it will take some time, and you give them some time to continue to steal and loot. It is not that they're going to stop us. They will never, ever stop us, and they will not succeed. But the problem is the delays. The trouble is the delay. These delays will continue to come as long as we continue to allow them to penetrate. They did it in Mazen Nandeka, and there was a delay. We thank Chukwuka that Mazi Simon Ekpa came on board, and Mazi Simon Ekpa was able to straighten things up together and make sure that things begin to work the way it should work. And Mazi Simon Ekpa was able to gather things together and put it together. Today, they have sensed it and they saw that Mazi Simon Ekpa is unstoppable. They know his capacity and his capability. They tried by all means to stop him. They couldn't stop him, including taking him down. They could not. Then they came on their diplomatic war, went on their propaganda and blackmail, and they blackmailed Mazi Simon Ekpa with their accusations. And normally, when accusation is brought against somebody, you don't keep silent. No country will keep silent when accusation is brought of you. Of course, that accusation will be looked into. Remember the first time they made their move, the first time and they failed. They regrouped again and they came the second time using the insiders. And this time is not something that the Finnish authority have to be quiet. They don't can be quiet, and they now go ahead and begin to make investigations. But in the midst of it all, we should thank Chukwu Okebe that at every point in time, before they disorganize us, Chukwu Okebe will give us a leader. We almost lost it. And in the midst of losing it, the Deputy Prime Minister appeared. Today, she's trying everything that she can to make sure that things are being put back in place. A lot of things have been rolled back. So many things have been rolled back. That is why she's fast-tracking to make sure that everything is being put in place so that when Master Simon Ekpa joins us, then we can know what to hold on to. Just the way Master Simon Ekpa rescued the ESN at the early stage, he rescued them. They are almost gone. They were sold out completely and given to the governors. And before you knew it, things began to happen. The same thing is still playing out today, and I thank Chukwu Okebe that it's being managed. That is why every one of us have to be patient with the government, be patient with the Deputy Prime Minister. I can understand your emotions. So many of us are very worried because of what we are seeing. Not just you. I myself, I am worried. But when you look at the things that are happening, you will also understand that it didn't start today. It didn't start today. These things have been planned long time ago, and it has been oncoming. They planned it and they continue to push it, and and the warning has been coming and coming and coming, and nobody seems to be paying attention. The only people that paid attention to those warnings are those of us who are talking about the issue of Biafra. We took it upon ourselves to make sure that our people are being defended. But they themselves also know that we won't be silent. They know that we are ready to do what we have to do. And they didn't keep quiet. They went ahead and began to destabilize places. So I will urge everybody to be patient with the government. Hold on to your emotion. Don't be too emotional when you speak. Don't be too emotional when you take action. Don't be too emotional when you try to express yourself. I can understand. We have feelings. Emotions fly up in some cases. But we must try as much as possible to control our emotions so that we can be able to face this battle. And we cannot be doing things based on what people think and what they feel. We cannot allow our enemies to control what we do or to control our mind and emotion. Don't allow the enemies to control your emotions. Don't allow the enemy to control what you say. Don't allow the enemies to control what you do. That is one mistake we must not make. And some of us are already making such mistake, and because of that, you are blaming the government. You don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. There is one of the issues that is on board now that everybody is worried about the interview of our Deputy Prime Minister. Everybody is shouting and getting. For me personally, there's no need to get worried about that. There's no need to get worried about such issues. There's no need to get worried about such issues. When we talk about the issues that have to do with government, sometimes we treat government issues as government and remove the sentiments that we have in our mind and our superstitious beliefs that we have. When we come to doing things that have to do with government, things are based on facts. You do things based on fact, not what you feel or what you think. That is why sometimes when we are seeking for our freedom, it is not just by crying and shouting and complaining. We have to go further to do certain things and bring evidence to back up every single thing we say. So let us not allow unnecessary things to be bothering on things that are not necessary. We occupy our time speaking about issues that are not necessary, thereby distracting us from what we are supposed to do. My worry today is the kind of gory videos that is coming out from Biafra land. A lot of gory videos that is coming. A lot of things has gone wrong, and the government is doing everything possible as quick as possible to make sure that things get back to order. So I don't see why people are worried and people are making something that is not an issue to be an issue, and people are, I don't really understand that. I don't understand that. At this point in time where we are now, we need a place where our voice can be heard, and there are things we have to consider when we do things. You don't just base your things based on your feelings and your superstitious belief and your emotions. Government don't work that way. It doesn't work that way. We should allow the government to also do the job they have to do if we believe that truly we have a government in place that is going to work for us. Let us keep those sentiments aside and keep all those superstitious beliefs aside. In as much as we know that spiritual things do happen, actually it does. But to human being, we need to work based on things that we can see, we can testify, that have evidence. That is how government operates. Government doesn't operate based on your sentiment. So those people who are getting worried about the interview that the COS is going on Dr. Damage's platform and that, I see no problem about that. I'm not worried about that. I'm not really bothered about that. So let's calm down and give the government the opportunity to do what they have to do and stand up for the people and speak when they have to speak. When you think about the negative things in your mind, think mostly about the actual fact and what you intend to showcase. Every one of you know the battle we are in now. The battle we are fighting in terms of those who are claiming what they are not and trying to give us a name that is not ours and try to present themselves and confuse the world and the people. The battle of the recognition that we are fighting now cannot be fought indoor. If you want to be recognized, you have to go out, including to your enemy's territory. You have to go there. Go to the enemy's territory and make your words known. So I feel everybody should calm down. We are all concerned about what is going on, more especially in Biafra land today. Very much concerned. We are much concerned, and something will be done. You're welcome, my beloved brother Christian. Thank you for joining. Are you there, Christian?
Yeah, Mazi, morning, my brother.
You're welcome. How your body?
We thank God. How you say? You there okay, huh?
Glory be to God.
Amen. So, yeah, I've been away a little bit, but yeah, this weather is horrible, so I just came back also. But is your topic today the interview from our Deputy Prime Minister? Is that what your topic is today, or you just brought it up?
That's not my topic. I just brought it up because of people who are showing concern and all that. So I just have to put it as part of it, but it's not my main topic.
All right. But besides that, I mean, I wouldn't say that everything is okay, because it's definitely not okay, you know. And I think I saw Adadiorabueze's program yesterday. I don't usually, her timing it's always like conflicting with my time. Therefore, I don't see her often. But I've always known also that she has a gift of, should I say, intelligence, yeah, or wisdom, if you will. Because these things you don't get from classroom or degree or whatever. No, common sense, you don't get it. You don't get common sense from classroom, any degree, certificate or whatever. No, if you see that you have it or you don't have it. So people tend to, as usual, they underrate or underestimate somebody when you know they speak big grammar, the typical. Make I put my glasses. So typical, you know, zoo mindset. Yeah. So therefore, so obviously, but we've seen also in that zoo that the so-called professors and doctors and this and that. But when they open their mouth, you begin to wonder. You just can't help but wonder. How do they get their degree? But I don't know. It's crazy. It is crazy. The Kingsley Moghalu one time, I watched his interview, you know, and I'm not even a degree holder myself, but trust me that these guys, no. Either they are deliberately being evil, mischievous, or they are just pure stupid. Meaning that their years, years in school and academy, whatever, is wasted because they can't think properly. How does it? I don't know where I saw a program of. I probably was from the other Dioramas program yesterday. Yeah, it was from her program. There's this lady, I don't know much about. I think that was, when was that? I think she's an American, but she's probably a Biafran. I don't know. She's probably a Biafran because she was, I think it was during the time that Mazina Andekano was kidnapped, and I suppose she's in America, and she went on platform talking about Biafra, the formation or creation of Nigeria, how evil intended, and so he spoke. She said a lot, and I'm like, how can any human being listen to that speech from her, and you still? Sometimes it's something that is beyond human. What goes on? What happens in Nigeria? Why do people continue to hold on or continue to hope that or believe that Nigeria should be one when everything points to the fact that it's not one, it's not supposed to be one, it's not working, it's never ever going to work. So who are these people? What do they want? Like this doctor, like this Rudolph Okonkwo or Damage, whatever. I don't know if she's doctor, whatever. But so these guys, again, I'm not if Deputy Prime Minister wants to go there, I don't have anything for or against, but I'm just, my opinion is that the guy is an enemy, is working with those who have come together, who has been collaborating towards Biafra actualization. That you can take to the bank. I can guarantee you. With Chidi, and JJ Media, I've done my research on these guys, for their reason is best known to them why they prefer this one Nigeria that has come to annihilate, the one Nigeria that has come to stifle and to subjugate and to slowly but surely. I can't even begin to explain to you what Nigeria potent. So why do they do what they do is beyond my widest imagination. These guys who are sworn to fight against everything Biafra, everything that will bring us closer to Biafra actualization. These guys are sworn, the Chidi of this world. But I know him. I was speaking with him back in the days, until I made up my mind that there's no use. I just kind of cut off. But I also know that he contested governorship some years back under take it back, whatever. So obviously you can see the mindset. What drives some of these people, is that the urge, right, to partake, to become one of them, the politicians who create disparity between the rich and the poor, and to chop mindset. That's what Nigeria is all about. Trust me, that anybody goes into Nigerian politics, that is what you go there to do. Nothing else. Absolutely nothing. That is what they do, and that is what they continue to do until the whole thing is broken down. And it's going to break down either way, with Odudua or without Odudua, with Biafra or without Biafra. Nigeria is going to collapse. It's definitely going to collapse on its way, because no nation can thrive, let alone survived, the system of Nigeria. Absolutely no nation can. In every way possible, it can't work. It just can't work. So, but as for me, I yesterday on that program, I saw the concerns of many Biafrans. They are very disturbed about her going to that platform, because how do they say, once bitten, twice shy, or the sequence of events in the past. So you begin to feel like bad omen, sort of, you know. This one went for the interview and bad thing happened. The other one go for the same interview, another bad thing happened. No, that is not to say that. You said something earlier on that we have to speak with everybody, including those that agrees and those that disagrees. But we also have to be very mindful, you know, of the fact that they are looking for opportunities, they are looking for avenues to tap in, to infiltrate. And
you see, sometimes when people talk about these issues, I don't know where they are coming. That is why I don't understand.
Sorry, you said when they talk about what?
When we get complain about all these complaints, we are complaining about going to media houses. I find it difficult to find where the problem is coming from, because if we understand what media is all about, when you talk about media, if you want to use media, you have to look for the available media, the one that can be able to bring your voice, regardless whether they are with you or without you. If we can see what transpired in the time of Trump, let's take an example of Trump. When Trump was in the US, almost all the media houses were against Trump. Only Fox, is it Fox News or so? Only Fox News were the ones that were kind of giving him the landing space he wants. But he still have to go to those media because they have the larger audience to make his voice heard. Whether you take it or you don't take it, it doesn't really matter. But to make it,
but he avoided some though. He avoided some, and Kamala Harris.
He always goes there. But when he goes there, he will tell you to your face that you are doing the wrong thing. That's what Trump does. Trump never stay away from anybody. Once you come, any media that comes, he will speak to you and tell you to your face, you are doing the wrong thing. You better change.
But another thing is,
just like when we have all this Arab media and Al Jazeera, they interview people, even their enemies, even people who are the enemies. They go there, you allow them, interview them, say what you have to say, but you want to pass your own message to the audience. It is about the message you want to deliver. And when they begin to come, I understand the feelings. I say emotion. People are so emotional, like too emotional. I'm adding all this superstitious belief into issues. I really don't believe in all those things, because when you talk about this interview, there is no interview. There is nothing that Master Simon Ekpa said in that interview that he has not said on his own platform. There is no question that he was asked that he has not answered even before he got there.
Yeah. But you know that sometimes they are looking for, should I say, like when they say horse's mouth or a clip to sort of.
There is no clip. There is nothing Mazi Simon Ekpa said in that very interview. From A to Z, I can provide a clip where he has made it much more clearer than the way he did in that very place.
Yeah, but that is also what's bringing about this that is what is also bringing about this, should I interview or what is what is going through now, because when he was now interviewed by this damaged guy, that was a different thing. It's like you are called to come and explain, and you explain it with or without any equivocation. Now they know that this is who you are. This is what you are doing.
Would you see the interview of Mazi Simon Ekpa with an international media when the international media interviewed him?
Which one?
Is it Arise News? When Arise News sent their international media to interview, do you see it?
The British guy.
The British guy.
Yes, but there was nothing in that compared to what happened, compared to the things he said on a Damages show. I mean, I watched that.
Mention one thing he said in Damages show that you didn't see there.
Well, in Damages, in Damages show, he says that if he gets a bomb, whatever it is today, as it is, that he goes there and blow up the place, and that they will continue to blow up the place. He said that in Dr. Damage's show, but
you haven't seen that. You haven't seen that in his own clip in his platform.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. But now it's like you are being invited to come and confirm, these things that you are being accused of, and on a live platform now you are given a chance to kind of reaffirm that this is whom you are, this is what you do. So sometimes now it's not like it's wrong. What he's doing, what he did is not wrong, but I am just trying to say that the way it works sometimes is that you have to be called to come and affirm if what we are hearing is true or not. So they look for, and you see, when Chidi was also making the things he was making, all the things he was saying, they already, the game was already set for what is befalling him now. So we have to be careful in terms of
my brother, that argument doesn't really work out with me. It doesn't go with me, because Mazi Simon ever have attended many international interviews, which I have most of the copies with me, and he answered even more strictly, asking more strict questions than what Damage asked. More terrible questions we asked, and he answered straight. He doesn't hesitate in answering. The same thing Mazi Nandekan. Mazi Nandekan attended many interviews, not just Damages, many interviews. And he was very straight and open in his answer. He never changes. The same thing he says in his program, he says there. So I don't know why you people are rating this Damage as if he has some spiritual power, or as if he has or as if he has some excess power somewhere, so somebody will come and run away from you. Who the hell is it? The only thing that he has a platform, he has the audience. If we, the Biafran people now, if we have had a radio or a television that is very, very open, you can begin to suggest that we speak on our television or we invite them in our own. But we don't have such platform yet. We have to make use of what we have. Any platform that can make us to speak up and we have to use it.
So Massachusetts, this guy Damages. Okay, I don't know if he's a Biafran or whatever, but now, do you agree that he is enemy of Biafra actualization, or do you agree that he's working with the enemy or not, or you think we don't have enemy? I'm just trying to seek your opinion. How do you see him as a person? How do you see?
If you listen to me when I was speaking, I say you speak even to your enemies and those who are with you.
So does that make him an enemy or not?
There has never been a time. It is not a question to ask. There has never been a time Damage or whatever was promoting Biafra. He has never promoted Biafra. He has never in his life.
My own research.
That's why the Arise TV that interviewed Mazi Samonepa, they never promote Biafra. They don't promote Biafra.
Well,
the only
for me,
platform that promote Biafra are the platform, our own platform. No international platform that our people have gone into interview that promote Biafra. No, not even one. They don't, because we are not yet free.
Yeah, for me, it's not about promoting Biafra. For me personally, it's about the conspiracy, the collusion between him and the VOP. They are colluding. They are all working together. The VOP.
Did you see a video when Mazi Samaneko was telling VOP to call him to come to their platform and talk and speak?
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
Mazi Samaneko came and he told us to go and write. Everybody should go to VOP and write them and tell them they should bring him to come and speak, not them speaking those rubbish they are saying. So that is how the media, when we talk about media, you look for a platform where you can give your own opinion and say things with it, because when you don't go there, they might be pushing their own narrative, just like in that VOP. VOP, they come there, they say different things altogether. Even the Arise TV, after sending their journalists to go and interview Mazi Samaneko, they didn't air it. They did not air it. It was Mazi Samaneko that aired it.
For me,
after Mazi Samaneko, they refused to air it. It was Mazi Samaneko that aired the interview.
For me, if DPO, Deputy Prime Minister, if Deputy Prime Minister NgoziOrabueze is going on that interview, that's fine. If she knows what she's doing, and she's running the government for now. So if she feels that is what she wants to do, that would be helpful, fine. And the long run, we just have to wait and see what happens. And of course, like you said, I believe that you talk to everybody regardless. No, but you also have to be mindful, because if you already know what their game plan is, or what they are working towards, like I said, is not just some individual who wants one Nigeria or who prefers one Nigeria. It's not just individual Biafrans who prefer one Nigeria. No, but that they are working in cohesion with the enemies, with those who want to stop Biafra by every means possible. So therefore, we have to be mindful even when we go to that territory, and because again, Biafrans too will be watching, and it's also important to know that if Biafrans, if you are worried, you have to pay attention to their concerns, to their worries, because after all, it's on their name that you are riding on their name, the names of Biafra, because without the people, you don't have there's actually nothing further to do. You see, so we have to be mindful of their concern. And yeah, I don't know. What can I say? I just have my own.
Their concern is noted, and the person that is going to represent that is representing the Biafrans is not done. Once she gets there, she knows the question to respond to and the question not to respond to. The same thing happened to Mazen Nandekano. He knows what to answer to and what he doesn't answer. Mazen Samaneko has some question you ask, he will answer that. Some you ask, he will not answer. We cannot work in isolation. We cannot work as an island. We must have to be out there to speak and let people hear what we have to say. So we don't have to be caging ourselves based on what people are feeling and what people are saying. You don't want to cage yourself. And we are seeking for recognition. How are you going to be recognized? How are you going to be recognized? It's not just who is the damage, who is just that. It's only because it has a bigger platform that the Biafra has not yet gotten a better and stronger platform. That is the only thing. And that's the place where you can be able to confront those idiots who feel that they know better and tell them to their face what they need to hear. That is why most of the time you go outside the board to begin to speak to other people. All these medias, how many of them support us? None of the media support us. Does BBC support Biafra? If BBC decides to interview her, now will you tell her not to go to BBC?
Oh no, but those are more. How can I describe it now? A much better platform. By the time it gets to that,
do you think that damage have more strategy to track person than BBC?
No. That is not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that Damage, first of all, being a Biafran makes him different, unique, and two, he has shown to be working against Biafrans in the past. Because I tell you that before the 2023 election that brought Tinubu, there was an interview or a video conference, whatever, that these Damages had with a politician from Nigeria. And then our PM was talking about Biafrans not participating in the election because we've left the country. We are not Nigerians, right? Now, Dr. Damage was asking the guy if there was no way the government could rein in on Simon Ekpa consigning his advocate for cessation or for the election not to hold. So he was asking the guy, how is it that the government doesn't have the means to rein in on Simon Ekpa? So you see the difference between him and like Dr. NgoziOrabueze going to Al Jazeera or going to going to BBC or CNN or Fox News or MSNBC. There is different because they will listen to you with an open mind. Yeah, they will ask you the hard question, but there will be an open mind ready to hear your point of view. But I can guarantee you that Damages is not interested in your point of view. When Adadiora replayed the interview he had with Simon Ekpa few months ago, thereabout, you can see his countenance, his outward look when certain things are said, and the level of the way he presents himself with cynicism and sometimes sarcastic attitude or laughter. You can see whom he is. And even when Chidi came on and was just insulting and saying all sort of, unpalatable words to the PM, he didn't rein in or try to say, hey, you don't do that. You came in here to have
this program you're talking about, I watch it live.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is that he's biased. So, but when you talk about going to like Al Jazeera and the rest of them, they will ask you hard questions, but at the same time, they will be willing to admit your point of view if it's correct. But for him, he's already. Anyway, I'm just trying to.
When we come to the issue of media, we should understand how to make use of media. You can use media to your own advantage, either positive or negative.
Yeah.
No matter what the intention of the interviewer is, you that is going there have to use it to your own advantage. When you talk about asking questions, you go and look at the interview that was granted to Obasanjo by Al Jazeera. By I think CNN, and you see how they treated Obasanjo and how he flared up and how he became angry and begin to talk unprofessional. So those things do happen in media. It do happen. Sometimes some of the interview can intentionally provoke you. They can intentionally try to provoke you.
Yeah, Richard Quest. That was the interview Obasanjo had with Richard Quest, where he told him that he's a manipulator, something like that. Now,
yes, men can do that. Yeah, they do it for me to Trump all the time. They do it to Trump all the time.
Yeah, for me, because Dr. Damage, he's a Biafran, supposedly. Therefore, I personally have this animosity towards him. The fact that you should be working to safeguard. Look at the level of since our PM has been rendered incommunicado, because they say he's the one doing this, doing that. For at least 2 months now, thereabout, we saw the level of carnage going on in Biafra land. How many people have been since? But they're not talking about it, because I watch their programs. They are not. Some of the things he was asking our PM, why is that right? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? Who is doing the why that's going on in the Dr. Damage and his cohort? Why are they not raising hell about that? Innocent people are being fired in Biafra land as we speak. They never talk about that. All what they care about is how they can conspire to stop the movement. But nobody is on the ground. Like, okay, our PM now, like I said, is in this situation now. Yet it's like they're even taking an opportunity of him not coordinating to increase their level of buy-in of our people. And this Dr. Damage is supposedly our persons too, at the end of the day, except if I'm wrong. So therefore that it's not like we are against Dr. NgoziOrabueze going there. No, but it's like an added discomfort, the fact that you're a Biafran and you are working to destroy your own people. And we know that when she goes there, could be right to say that it's going to be two ways situation, because he will benefit with viewership. You can, when our PM went there, the level of viewership on that program is never seen. And
my brother, let's not waste our
time. Let me finish.
You.
Yeah, listen. No, what I'm saying is, he will benefit from that because, that will give him viewership and popularization and stuff. But it's also possible that we will also gain something too, depending on how our deputy PM, conduct her own step. Yeah, because it's 2 ways street. Yeah. So
many of us are not looking on our own side. Some of us have forgotten that there is a great battle ahead of us. And that battle ahead of us is battle of recognition. Recognition, not only recognition of Biafra, also recognition of leadership and the government. Some of us are not even looking at that side. Yeah. That's why I told you that no matter how evil a media is, you can use that media to your advantage. It is left for you that is going there. So let's just keep that aside, and either she goes there or not depends on her. Whatever her decision is to go there or not, everything that Biafrans are saying, everything they are saying, is on the table, and there is a cabinet sitting and digesting everything that is happening. But I want everybody to understand on the use of media. When you talk about how to use media, you can use media, no matter how evil it is, to your own advantage. If there is anybody that can run away from media, no matter who you are, it is Donald Trump. He is not supposed to be speaking to some media, even as he entered, he's supposed to ban some media, but he still continues to go. Even when they invite him sometime, he will first of all tell them the condition. When he go there, they will change the conditions.
Yeah, but he
still continues to go.
Yeah, the thing is that
let's not continue to speak about this. Let us concern ourselves with what is happening in Biafra land today now.
Yeah, the thing about Trump,
terrible videos that are coming out from our land. What is happening? The way the Fulanis have just renewed their attack because we have just lost our guard, because some people have decided to leave what they are supposed to do and do a different thing. That should be my main topic today that I was speaking. When I wrote, I said the gospel of Biafra must be preached against all odds. Against all odds, we must preach the gospel of Biafra under United States of Biafra. Every one of us will put our hand on there, because there's a very, very serious issue on ground that we are not talking about. These are things that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have warned very, very long time ago. We have spoken about it, and they refuse to listen. They said it's Mazi Simon Ekpa, Mazi Simon Ekpa, Mazi Simon Ekpa. But at a time, things are changing, and the truth is coming out. It's been a month plus now. Mazi Simon Ekpa is nowhere, and yet the insecurity have entered up to 100%, increased by 100%, and even more. And one thing that baffles me, that some people, when we see these things, some of us begin to talk about it as if it started yesterday, as if it is new. These things have been there. They have been there. All we are doing all this while, all Mazi Simon was doing all this while to make sure that they are being stopped, to make sure they do not continue. To make sure they did not continue. That is what we are trying to do. To make sure they did not continue. The people that are in charge of the insecurity in Biafra land has always been the Nigerian government. The Nigerian government is the mastermind of the insecurity that have been happening. We say it on social media, they say we are making noise. Some people say it on their conventional media, and nobody paid attention, but today everything is playing out. Everything is playing out. And I want to remind us and take us back to that. Let me play this video. Let us listen to this video before we continue.
Geopolitical zone was destabilized by Abuja.
How?
Well, it started with police stations being attacked. You go to some place like Imo State, they attack the police station. The military, this thing is that of Obinze, they are just minutes away. Other military formations are there. They sack the prison. Nobody will do anything. All over the east.
Who was sacking the prisons, attacking the police stations?
Those people who were organized to attack those police stations and prisons were releasing prisons. That was where it started.
IPOB?
No, I'm not saying IPOB. I said those thugs who were attacking were doing those things. But the central point I'm making is that you can't have a government in place and they sack a police station today, no defense. They sack a second one tomorrow, no defense. They sack 10 police stations in the state, no defense.
Chief Iluagunam,
this thing
who was attacking the police stations? Is it IPOB?
You asked me that question. I said,
yes,
no, I don't attribute those attacks to them. The people who should have answered their question are the government functionaries who had the means and the wherewithal to counter those attacks. But I was leading to answering your question, the destabilization of the Southeast geopolitical zone. Okay. Now, when Buhari was military head of state, he organized with some ex-Israeli security agents to go and kidnap Umar Diko in London and bring him back to this country. They kidnapped Umar Diko, they took him to Stansted Airport, they created him, drugged him, but the Scotland Yard Police Department, they found out and released the man. 30 years later, when he became civilian head of state, he went to Kenya and seized Nnamdi Kanu and brought him back here. That is at the heart of the instability in the country now. The Supreme Court has said, release this man. The Supreme Court is the highest judicial authority. If you released Nnamdi Kanu today, I tell you, the chances of peace returning will be 90%. Why? A lot of the disorder you see in the Southeast zone now is tied to sit at home.
Who ordered sit at home in the first place?
When it started?
Yeah.
When it started, it was IPOB. Initially. At that time, nobody was forced to sit at home. People did it willingly, who liked. If you didn't like, you went your way, nobody stopped you. Now, you have multiple voices ordering sit-at-homes. There's one fellow who is in Finland.
Simon Ekman.
He orders sit-at-home. Sometimes he says people should buy food stuff and stay indoors for 2 weeks. Such ridiculous things. There are all kinds of names. Some of them nicknames. Ordering sit-at-home, sit-at-home,
Should we accuse Nnamdi Kanu of instigating the crisis and the instability in the southeast?
Now, if you want to do that, you have the freedom to do that. You have the freedom to accuse any other person you like. But I'm not going to be party to that kind of antipathy. That's not the way I function. I'm telling you, ask me a question, and I'm answering. Abuja destabilized the southeast zone. They can stabilize it again by releasing this man who the Supreme Court said
he was released before. Did that bring peace to the southeast?
After he was released, what happened?
What happened?
They went to his father's house and sacked the place, killed people and destroyed the whole place.
Before the father's house was sacked, what happened?
I don't know what happened. Tell me what happened. I'm not a tape recorder.
Because you live in the southeast. You are a village man.
I don't live in Abia State.
But you
and whatever is in the news, if you are in Scotland, you will see it. You will know it. If you are in South Africa, if you are in Bermuda, you will still know. So you will also know that.
I know Chuksule Bunam is a village man.
Yes, I am a village man.
He lives in the village.
I do.
He understands what goes on in the southeast.
I understand what goes on in my village.
Your ears are on the ground.
Your ears are also on the ground. Are they not? Your ears are also on the ground.
So Tinubu releasing Nnamdi Kanu now. That is what you are saying.
Yes, because people who have similar charges like himself are being released. So whereas he's in freedom bound back into the US, this other guy of Imieti there is in freedom and do his whatever is his business in northern Nigeria. And this man, the Supreme Court has said, release this man. So you have got to be told why they think that this man cannot be released. And let me make a final point why I'm saying this things. I believe that there will be some kind of order. Everybody claims to be IPOB. Everybody claims to be ESN. We don't know who is who because we are not members of their organization. But I'm saying that if you have Nnamdi Kanu out and he says, cease sit-at-homes, any other alternate voice that comes in will be dealt with.
But he has said it from the courts.
They said they didn't believe him, that he wasn't the person who said it. It is not, they said they don't believe it, that he's under duress, that he's still in captivity. Bring him out.
And hopefully Tinubu will bring him out.
Yes, hopefully.
The Igbo nation is speaking up.
In fact, if I were the man, I won't wait for the Igbo nation to do the right thing. I will do the.
You see, I played this video because of a certain reason. For you to see the idiocy of some of them who call themselves for Hades Ndibo and Elders Edibolan. When you see this man, how confused and incoherent he has been in this very speech. He started, first of all, to tell us that it is Nigerian government that destabilized the Southeast. He jumped from the Nigerian government and began to blame Mazi Simon Ekpa for holding swear for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to make sure that he's been released. And at the same time, he's calling for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. This is how confused this idiot are. And today, Mazi Simon Ekpa is not in the picture. Go and see what is happening. Mm-hmm. Go and see what is happening. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was not released. Mazi Simon Ekpa, they ganged up, wrote petition, ganged up, put a bounty on his head, ganged up, and did all manner of things. And today, they forgot that Mazi Simon Ekpa has been the one stopping this nonsense that is happening. And they forgot that this thing that is happening today, the warning came not yesterday, it came long before now. It came long before now. And that was why Mazi Simon Ekpa stepped out. And one of those warnings I'm going to play here. I'm going to play the two warnings. One of the warnings, let me play the warning. But some of us who have forgotten, we forget and know where we are coming from. When we see these bloody things we are seeing today, these gory videos we are seeing, it didn't start today. And that was why Mazi Simon Ekpa stepped up. And idiots like this will come online and they talk down on him and call him names. And today, look at what is happening. The same people are the ones crying. You are asking for this Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You are fighting against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And you are destroying somebody who is holding sway for him. Let's listen to one of the warnings that was given before now.
That these people told us that they are going to bring, after buying enough weapons, they'll bring all those that have been put in disarray or driven away from Zamfara, Katsina, Zambisa Forest, that they are all coming to locate themselves in Igbo land, that there's no security in Igbo land, that they will come there and then they will deal with us. And that the dumb man was just flippant. Maybe he took something. He said, do you know Ibadan? Lagos Expressway? We are in all the bush there. We're everywhere there. We're also in the south. So we are waiting for the slightest signal. We will finish you people and take over this land. So they claim that Nigeria belongs to Fulani. They said it. That is why we are afraid of, I've been talking about this open grazing and this Roga. Yeah. They have a plan. They have a plan. And I accuse the soldiers who are not non-Christians. Some of them are Fulani. They are part of it. Because they are shooting this man. When our people wanted to comb the bush, the soldiers said, if you move a step, we finish you. Don't go there. So they know where the boys are. They know the location. And what they do is in the daytime, they use their cow to confuse people. Then after some time, the cows will go to rest and they take their gun and do the operation of kidnapping. Government should act decisively. They should act decisively. Otherwise, what is happening in the northern part of the country will be a child's play to what will happen here. So government should sit up, because the primary purpose of government is to secure life and property. Yeah. Any government that has failed in that has failed woefully. And Nigeria is on a reverse gear. We are nosediving. We are nosediving. We don't have security. All the bush, we went around, no soldier, no police, nothing. The people, were having a field there. And where they released us was, if they kidnap people along Isukwato, they will parade them round, and there, when they pay ransom, they are released from that particular spot. Those they kidnap along Enugu Expressway, Log Banta, they bring them. Eventually, they bring them there to collect ransom. Those they kidnap along anywhere in the south, around the southwest. So they know that they are there. And I guess that when I said to the Oga, how do you collect this money? He said, don't worry. Once we are through with you, we will invite motorcyclists. They will come and there will be a truck. A truck will come to put the money in the truck. And that the people who paid them said that was exactly what happened. Immediately they came out from the bush. They told them they were monitoring whether there is police or army. They said, go up. Okay, come back, come this way. And then eventually they stopped. A truck came without number. So the boys will carry one Ghana must go, put in the truck until they took the 100,000. After they have counted it, 100 million. They said, okay, you can.
My fellow Biafrans, you see, some of those things that are happening, it will seem as if it is new. When you hear about this kidnapping, the warning came beforehand. This is a prelate that was kidnapped. And the Fulanis told him to his face what they are going to do. And they are around, and they will continue to do it. And even that time, he made the revelation that these people are being backed up by the military. Nigerian government is sponsoring them, backing them up, covering them. And these idiots that call themselves politicians in the southeast, and those who call themselves elders and lawmakers and whoever, whatever name title they give themselves, traditional rulers, they did nothing about it up to today. They did nothing. Today, see the result. It's resurfacing again. The only man that came up that gave them fear, that made them to step back, was Master Simon Ekpa. When they saw that Master Simon Ekpa took up the mantle and they saw that things were happening, now every one of them went back. But today, they have all resurfaced again. They have all resurfaced again. Go to their platform now on their conventional media. See them fighting themselves and talking rubbish. These are people who we are condemning Master Simon Ekpa and calling him names. I hope we will learn our lesson. Some people will say it is even better you leave them to suffer a little bit before we react. But I believe they will learn their lesson this time around. You're welcome, my beloved brother Maxwell. Go ahead and speak to us, Maxwell.
Thank you so much, Namuche.
Morning.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good morning. Good morning, Uncle. How are you, sir?
I'm good. I had your name being mentioned yesterday by Bam. Sorry.
Really?
And me too, and some other people who he said they've abandoned him. Oh dear.
I watched one of yesterday. It's disheartening. It's
disheartening.
It's a nice song.
Yeah.
I salute every one of you that has never rested in the quest for Biafra. I salute every one of you, and I pray that Chukwu Okike Abiama will never allow the hard work that we have put into this struggle, go in vain. Chukwu Okike Abiama, do not allow our hard work, no matter how little it is, God, let it not be in vain. Let it be fruitful. Let our people, let my mother's ancestral land be free. Let them have their freedom. Let them be able to speak and stand and defend the rest of the black nations around the world and every black race, of African origin. I thank you, God. I also tell God to protect and guide my leader, Mazen Namdekan, wherever he is, as it is in my tradition. May Chukwu Okike Abiama also bless someone wherever he is. Whatever the enemies are fighting, the arrows that they are throwing both day and night, let it never be on them. Let it be blessing. Let it be blessing upon these two great sons of Biafra that has been incapacitated. We thank you. Oh my goodness. I also ask God to continue to protect those that have sacrificed their life to protect my mother's ancestral land where we could not, where we have not decided to come on board. May God protect them. May God give them the wisdom, the strength, make them invincible in the eyes of their enemies. May God bless Dr. NgoziOrabueze and her cabinet members, those that have deprived themselves of sleep, and the time to marry and party, to go into the struggle to fight. I say, may God continue to bless, strengthen, empower, and guide each and every one of you. Mazichus, you see, I sent you a video of what happened in Imo State. I am not happy. I think I sent you the video, was it yesterday or day before yesterday? A voice, it accompanied the video, is accompanied with a voice message. How these people are now back into our forest. They are now back. If you listen to that voice, you will know that these people are back in the forest and they are kidnapping, destroying, extracting body parts from our people. But we have governors. We have politicians in Southeast. Their duty is to protect the people that voted for them if there is anything like that in the zoo. But they cannot protect them. The only interest where they know how to fight so much is their own people, the Biafran people. Simon Ekpa, Mazen Namdekano, you and I, the great men and women of Biafra land that are fighting for the freedom of my mother's ancestral land. This is where they have every authority to fight. But they cannot fight the people that have taken over our forest. When Mazen Namdekano was there, when Simon Ekpa was still there, I do not think that these people have the access to enter into our forest. And you know how they manipulate the forest. That is their trading stock. That is what they know how to do. And they are going to continue to pluck our people until, God forbid, there is nobody else. If you remember, Obadiah said it, that they are ready, they are entering into the forest. They are entering every forest in old southern Nigeria. They are there. They are just waiting. And they will continue. That is what we call in the military plucking. They will be plucking our people one after the other, making money. Those that cannot pay, they dismember them, their bodies, and sell their body organs. As was said in one of the people that was released after paying the ransom. These are what is going on in my mother's ancestral land. Our land has been desecrated. Our land has been polluted. In addition to that, instead of our people to join hands, contribute to fight this evil, they are rather invoking using egg. They are using egg now. Biafran agitators, those that were with us before, are now using egg. They are invoking with egg. They have abandoned the Chukwu Kabiama that they preach, they call. You see, I always say it here. I do not know the reason why God brought me up in Igbo land. I do not know the reason why he made me to have your gene and your blood in me. Look, ara de no de. It is not just only a person that has gone to the, baller, that has gone to the refuse bin, picking bottles and the rest of them, walking on the road, dressing shabbily on the road, that you can say that person is mad. Ara de no de. I'm telling you the truth. Because what is going on now will show you that there are a limit to which a man or a woman will do something to his own people, and the Spirit of God will abandon that person and vanish. And the person will think that you are doing the best thing. Oh, you are doing the great thing. You are doing the right thing. You do not know that you are gone. You don't know that you are gone. This is what I have seen, and this is what is going on right now. Biafrans are gone on Africa. The great sons and daughters of the United States of Biafra are gone on Africa. And we must not bow to this. No matter what it is going to take us to do this, my people, we must come together to do it. We cannot leave it for one person. We must try as much as we can to fight this menace out of our land. We cannot continue to allow our people to be taken away the way they have been taken away. It is disheartening. I am not happy at all. I am not happy. I do not know how we are going to solve this issue. We are fighting for the restoration of Biafra. The enemies are right across our backyards, in our forests, blocking us one after the other, forcing us to pay huge amount of money to regain our freedom. Those that are unable to pay, they are being dismembered. Their vital organs are taken away from them. Why? Why? The people within this area that our people are being abducted on daily basis, what are you doing? What are you people doing over there? Is there no way that you can organize yourself to protect your land? These people came to Edo one certain time and attacked a particular place in Edo. The people mobilized themselves, blocked the road, and they went inside the forest to chase them. And some of them were captured. Why must we wait for the people in abroad to come and help you while you are home? Why will you help them? Why will you wait for them to come? They are contributing. They are going international. They are fighting where you cannot fight from home. Why can't you help them to fight at home and secure the land from these people and chase these people away? You allow them to have this field day in our forest, kidnapping our women, our young girls. Do you know what they do to them? Do you know? You are at home. Do you know what they do to these our young girls when they capture them? Will you know? Do you know? If you do not know, if you think that it's a kind of play, go and listen to what they did to that Yoruba woman. Is it a pastor and the husband? The husband is a pastor, I think from Ogun State or Ilorin. Go and watch the video. What they did the daughter and what they did the man. The woman said they raped the man until his leg could no longer carry him. The daughter was shouting and crying where they put her. They were taking turns on a child that is not even up to 15 years. And because of that, they swore not to return to Nigeria, even at death. Go and watch the video. The woman, she was not ashamed to say what they did to her. She even volunteered herself to be raped so that they will leave her daughter and her husband alone. Because of your lackadaisical attitude, you are waiting. You will not prepare yourself until before the rain comes. You evil people will always. We were known to be great people and warriors. When evil people make statements, the whole zoo shake. They were using us as an example on the people who are very, very brave. Today, our women are even stronger than us. The only thing we know how to do best is to gossip. How I wish that this fight will be called. How I wish that this fight will be called so that we'll know where we stand. We know what the equipment that we are going to operate with, and we would know how to use them very well. Mazi Chooks and every one of you in the comment section that is listening to me, it is disheartening that a stranger will come into my mother's ancestral land and begin to kidnap people, and we are paying ransom to them to get our freedom. And those that are unable to pay, their body have been dismembered in a very gruesome manner. I'm angry. Thank you, Mazi Chooks.
Thank you so much, my brother. It's a very worrisome, just like you mentioned that Obadiah Melifia. He gave the warning and he was very clear. I think I got the video here. Let's listen and hear once again and see.
And you will not believe it. The police detained both of them.
Oh my.
Yes. Now, General Zamani Lekot is a highly principled officer, very patriotic. As a young officer, he distinguished himself during the Nigeria-Biafra War. And somehow he was not in the good books of General Ibrahim Babangida, because he used to tell him to his face what he felt was wrong with his policies. So they were waiting for an alibi, and they got it in the Zangon Kataf riot. So they arrested him, detained him, created a kangaroo court, kangaroo court, and tried him. In the end, even the judge said that his hands were tied, as it were. Convicted him and sentenced him to death.
I have here.
General Zamani Lekot has explained to me himself what they did to him.
For reporting Fulani, they sentenced him to death. For reporting Fulani killing in his community, they sentenced him to death. That is where some OB supporters are telling Sadiqa to come to Nigeria now. Come to Nigeria now. We will destroy Nigeria from afar. and we will restore the nation from different nations in Nigeria. Nigeria is gone, collapsed. Then you come to Nigeria. Look at the story of Nigeria. Look at it. Listen to it. If a man who have served as a former governor, a military officer who fought and distinguished himself during Biafra war can be treated like this for reporting a terrorist in his community. Who are you? Who are you? Even that time, Fulani has not taken over everywhere. So who are you? That is why we are not bothered of what this nonsense you are writing. That's why we are not bothered of all this propaganda, all this news media. You are all inside the bottle, caged. So we are not moved by what you write.
Torture, the agony. That for 2 weeks, they took him to the section where people are condemned and ready to be killed.
Oh, wow.
They put him next to the execution chamber. Early in the morning, they wake him up and say, let him have his last breakfast. They will open the execution chamber as if they are taking him there, and then they will close it again. They kept doing that for 2 weeks. Most people would have run insane. But he is a strong man. He became toughened psychologically, endured it until the outcry of the public dissuaded the Babangida administration from committing murder. So, Zandon Katab, and in the 90s, they came to my local government, which is Sanga local government, during all this Sharia palaver.
Okay.
And they brought a huge amount of money to the local Hausa chief and told him that his duty was to enforce Sharia in Sanga land.
Who are the they,
area that
Dr. Badaya?
the military administration of that time, together with some foreign jihadist interests, they get a huge amounts of money in Gwentu. Please take this record it is extremely important.
Yeah.
So a young man.
That reminds me, he said they brought money, and that they should follow jihadist interest and all that. I want to show you people that it is also happening as I speak. We were told that in Nzike, they gathered some men and they promised them money. They asked them.
They are still doing it today in Imo State.
And abandon Biafra struggle. They asked them to abandon Biafra struggle, and I'm going to put here. They said they should abandon Biafra struggle, that they are going to be paying them salary. That is it. Now tell me, how can salary be the solution for your own freedom? I want you, look at these people you see on the screen. These are people that are fighting for Biafra. They went to Nzike. They said they want to go and collect amnesty. Have you seen where a freedom fighter is collecting amnesty? I don't know whether they are fighting for freedom or they are fighting for resource control. I do not know the kind of resource they were fighting to control in any ways. But look at them. They want to collect salary. They gathered them. They say, come, lay down your weapon, stop Biafra, stop agitating, we'll be paying you salary every month. What these idiots that you see here now, of course, they are not many. What these idiots don't know is that when they are paying this salary, it will just last for a while. And then the person that will change the salary will come. And Nigeria have happened to them. They never receive that salary again. Now they gather them, tell them, come. We are going to be paying you salary every month. So leave Biafra. And some of them will accept it. Some of them will not accept it. And that is why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said they will pay you money. They will promise you even to buy your house in Dubai. They will promise you everything, but you can't stop this Biafra from coming. You can't stop this Biafra from coming. Tell the people in Nzike the few of them, not all of them. Oh.
But there is one thing I want all of us to understand this very evening. We are facing a very formidable array of enemies, both external and within. And we are going to overcome each and every one of these obstacles. That I can assure you. That they may know that the God we worship is an invisible God, not a God that was wrought by the hands of men. For we do not worship idol, and we can never ever worship idol. Is impossible. This very family, this IPOB, belongs to the Most High. And that is how it's going to be until Biafra comes and beyond to eternity. This evening, I want to place it on record that our enemies are intensifying their attack against us from every corner. I am not saying this as lamentation or complaint. I am only trying to prepare our people for what is to come. You are being prepared for what is to come. The time has come to separate the chaff from the wheat itself. Our march is very, very near. The enemies are trembling, they are quaking, they are doing all they can to try to stop us. But they have failed very woefully, and they will continue to fail. But I want to tell you that we are getting attacks from everywhere all over the world. And very soon, they will buy over some of you.
They bought them.
Some of you, they will buy some of you over. The spirit of Oba Biasika and Ifajuna are still in some of you. When the time comes, they will buy you over. I am not doing this program tonight to ask all of you to be strong. I am doing it to remind you, not that if they succeed in buying you over, you're not going to stop what we're doing. You can't.
Not at all.
Not in a trillion. You cannot. Not in a trillion years. But I need you to appreciate one very simple fact. That at the end of this very race, everybody will testify that indeed Chukwukika Abiyama, the same God of Israel, of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the same God of Ehiri in Aguleri, the same God of Umweri, the same God of Ora Eri, the same God of Owe Eri, the same God of Arochukwu. Not if you know what the true God, one true God. You will know that indeed, not only is he omnipotent, that same God is the owner of this very agitation. No human being can stop it. We have enemies, and we need to be very, very careful, both within and without. Very, very careful. The next 2 weeks will be very pivotal. Next 2 weeks will be very, very important in the life, or should I say, in this very mission that we have embarked upon. The devil will do everything. And you are going to watch spectacularly how we are going to destroy and shame the enemy. That at the end, every glory and adoration will belong to God and not to man. Now let us go and tell you what is happening that some of you do not understand. I want those of you who are hardcore, those who were chosen before you were born. There were some people who were chosen before they were born to agitate for Biafra restoration. This is a message for you. Those who from their mother's womb they were born to do this very work. You must be very, very strong. Because Biafra will open the eyes of black people all over the world. Because Biafra will mean that blacks from America, blacks from the Caribbean, from Southern America, they will all flood into Africa. It will be like the time that Yeshua was born. Biafra is like a light, a beacon. They will follow it. They will say, let us go and see what is happening there. That is what these neo-colonialists do not want. They don't want Biafra to come. I am telling our people so they understand. The mountains, I didn't say one mountain, the mountains in front of us that we need to overcome. And for us to overcome it, we need to be very strong mentally, mental strength. Just like when you're doing anything in life, and it appears as if you are being buffeted from everywhere.
That is the time that you no longer rely on willpower or your muscles. You go to your brain to endure and to persevere and to keep going until you overcome. That is the stage we are in right now. To make sure that our brain is in gear to confront everything the Janjaweed has to throw at us. We don't have money. Their budget is over $20 billion to fight us. They can bribe Facebook. They can buy them off. They can do anything they like. They can come to some of you and bribe you off. They can promise you what you've never had before. They can give you maybe a house in Dubai. They can promise you a vehicle. They can tell you, oh, we'll make you vice president. They can promise you anything to make sure that you're like them.
Their own is not even house. Their own is not even Dubai. Their own is ordinary salary. Ordinary salary that maybe is 10,000, 30,000, something like ordinary salary. It is not even Dubai or buy a house in Kuwait or anything. No, ordinary salary, and they are all snapping picture. The picture they snap is so that they are going to show them to those who will pay the salary. And then after that, they become abandoned property. We are going to analyze about Dr. Malafia about there, later on, not in this particular broadcast again. So thank you very much for this particular program today, where we have now presented to you Nigeria as a global threat. I believe that the first 2 hours into this program have addressed, made a very big deal into the Nigeria as a global threat, and why Nigeria must disintegrate this year to make sure that we do not allow the calamity to happen. So we are going to open the telephone line, and we're going to receive a couple of calls, and I hope to end this program exactly 3 hours. We have 19 or 18 minutes to go. So we have 18 minutes to take calls. The line is open, and you can call us and air your opinion, and we'll move. You're welcome to the program.
Yeah, good evening from here. Good morning from here.
Good morning. Welcome to the program.
Okay. Yeah, you are welcome. I really appreciate you for all you have been doing.
Thank you.
There is something I want to. I want you to put mark concerning
have
our
some distractions out here. Trying to attend some certain issues. So, my fellow Biafrans, we are back on the stage, and let's focus on what we have to do today. And the situation in Biafra land is really disturbing. It is disturbing. Every one of us is concerned, just like my beloved brother Maxwell have just spoken here. It is something of concern. But this is something that we have been warned about before now. If any one of us is pretending not to know that these things are going to happen, you are only deceiving yourself. People that are trying today and talking right, left, these are warnings that have been given in time. But what are we going to do? That remains the question. How are we going to protect our land? It has come to a time that everybody have to stand up and do something. Just like my beloved brother Mark said, you don't fold your hands. You don't fold your hands and wait for the enemies to take over you. You don't. We have gotten to a time when everybody has to take responsibility, because there are some things that have gone wrong. And doesn't it bother you? Doesn't it bother you when you hear the attack that the Fulanis went? That last attack that we are seeing on video, they are sharing on WhatsApp and all that. When you see, doesn't it bother you that that attack happened in the area where these people that are claiming to be Alpha and Omega online, these people that are claiming to be all and all online, the area where they occupy, that is where that thing is happening. That is where that issue happened. That is where the attack of the Fulanis happened. And with the attack that happened, they have nothing to do. They have nothing only to come and make noise online. And there is no response. Every one of us, more especially people in Biafran land, we must be security conscious and stand at alert. Because the government of Biafra now is trying to rejig everything and make sure that things are being put in place. A lot of things have gone wrong. This is why we were worried initially after the declaration and the distractions that have been coming. Nigerian government have a way of distracting us whenever they're about to do something. Every one of us know that the Nigerian government is the one sponsoring everything happening in Biafra land today. They are sponsoring it directly and indirectly. It is not a guesswork. I'm not saying it to make them look bad or to make hurt anybody. It is the truth and nothing but the truth. Nigerian government is the one sponsoring every single atrocity you are seeing in Biafra land today. They sponsor it directly and indirectly. We have seen people confess of how the operations are being carried out. We have seen people tell us how the things happen in their presence. We have seen several informations come on things that happened. Do any one of us have a doubt? Of course, we don't have a doubt that Nigerian government is the one sponsoring. But what are we going to do as Biafrans? What we have to do today is to control our emotion, number one. Don't be too emotional about things. Don't allow somebody to control your feeling or somebody to control what you think and how you think. I mean your enemies. Do not allow your enemies to control your emotions. Don't allow the enemies to control your thoughts. That is one of the strategies and manipulations they carry out. Now, as the day go by, you begin to understand why Master Simon Ekpa was removed in the picture. If you can remember, there was a message Master Simon Ekpa preached. He said that the target is not him. That they want to take him out so they can get to you. They can get to me. It is not about him. They want to get him out of the way so that they can get to you and I. And unfortunately, they did what they did to an extent, using an insider to make sure that they keep Master Simon Ekpa aside for them to have the opportunity to do what they are doing now. They knew that the presence of Master Simon Ekpa put a stop to every attack, every single attack against the Biafran people. Master Simon Ekpa was able to build a strong barrier and became a hindrance to their progress. And they continue to plan their evil. Right, left, and center. They continue to plan their strategies and continue to plot all manner of things against our people. But I thank you that at the end of the day, we are not left without a leader. We are not left without a word. Every one of us should be patient, be security conscious, and support the government of Biafra, United States of Biafra, under Dr. NgoziOrabueze, so that we can be able to regain the strength we had. There is no doubt that our strength was weakened. There's no doubt that they created a demarcation. There's no doubt that they dig deep in our midst. But I bet you all hope is not lost. We are going to seal up every loopholes that you are seeing today. It will be sealed up. It's just a question of time. It is going to be sealed up, and your support is highly needed. Your support is needed. Today, the Liberation Army of Biafra is being reshuffled and reshaped. You have heard about the admission into the Liberation Army, the recruitment that is going on. If you are able and you are qualified, you know you can be able to stand. Send in your application through that very contact that was given. Send in your application. Go to the government platform. You are going to see the email address. The email address is there on a Deputy Prime Minister platform. Is also there in the United States of Biafra platform. Do not apply through a form. Anybody that tells you of a form, come and fill a form, run for your life. Run for your life. There is no physical form filling anywhere. Send in your application through the email. You'll be contacted, and the government of Biafra will scrutinize you and take it from there. Application doesn't mean that you have been admitted. Once you send in your application through that email, then other investigations will be done about you. If you are qualified, you'll be taken for training, and you'll be listed, and again, you go into the salary scheme of the Liberation Army. Wherever you are watching this program from today, I urge you in the name of Chukwu Okike, do not give up. Do not give up. Every single one of us have a responsibility at this difficult time. Our Prime Minister, Master Simon Ekpa, is going to join us. Don't be too much worried. Don't be over, how can I put it? So many of us are too emotional. We are over emotional. The situation of our Prime Minister, Master Simon Ekpa, is not something that cannot be called. It's not like that of Master Nandekano. The difference is very, very clear. With the status of our Prime Minister in Finland, with his status, and for the fact that he's in Europe, not in Africa, there's a great difference. But at the same time, the Finnish authority cannot leave their procedure or change their procedure because of you or because of me. This is a country that works according to law and order. They have the rules on how they do things, and we can't change it. It doesn't matter how you try, you can't change it. All we need to be is to be patient, be prayerful, and continue to do our own part and hold the sway for our Prime Minister until he joins us very, very soon. Don't allow yourself to be distracted. The enemy, they will always try to put in one argument among us. They will put in one thing that's one irrelevant argument, and we begin to argue about it and forget about what the main thing. We forget about the main issue and we'll be arguing about a different thing. Look at today. So many of us are channeling their energy, all their energy, or go interview, don't go interview, go interview, go do it. That is what they argue. And now you forgot to talk about the critical thing that's happening in Biafra and the loss of life of a human being. The other day, I played a video, a report from Nigerian whatever, one of the organizations that checked and made a report that since 1999 or so, that 30,300 Biafrans have been murdered in Nigeria since 2009. I think from 2019, 2019 or so, that 30,300 Biafrans have lost their life. These are human beings. They are not animals. Haven't we lost enough people? Haven't we lost enough? Should we continue to be silent and pretend all is well? My fellow Biafrans, every one of us must be on top of this very issue. If you see something, say something. More especially people in Biafra land, don't lose your guard. We are getting to that stage where every man is going to be a police. If you know how you're going to arm yourself to defend and protect yourself, please do not hesitate to do it. Don't wait for anybody to give you a command. Because when you see the videos we are seeing now, they are going house to house. And they know that our people are not armed. They know very well that our people are not armed. If you know how you are going to equip yourself to protect yourself, no matter how little, please do so. Do not hesitate to do so. While the governments continue to plan their own strategies and do their own part. The videos we are seeing is heartbreaking, and nobody will see that video and remain the same. Everybody is concerned, both those who are living at home and those who are living abroad. We are all concerned. And every hand must be on deck to see that we find a lasting solution to this very problem. And I bet you, do not be too over emotional. Do not allow the enemy to control your emotion. Do not allow the enemy to direct you on what to do or direct how you act. No. We have to take our decision ourselves and do what we have to do and do it now. My brother Christian, are you still there?
Yes. Yeah. Hello.
Hello, my brother. Go ahead and speak to us. Let's talk about this issue. I hope you have seen some of those videos that are coming out.
Yeah, I was a little bit aware. Did you play any particular?
No, I'm talking about the attack, the Fulani attack in Biafra land, and more especially the attack happening in Osun. I think it's Osunwohu or so. The very place where these people, these online soldiers are. Videos come out from that place how Biafrans were massacred by the Fulanis. So, what do you have to say? I thought maybe you know
yeah, the online soldiers. Who are they? Who do you describe as? Who are the online soldiers?
Those that have come online all this while, they've been making noise that they are this and Alpha and Omega, and they are in charge of this and all that.
Oh well, oh, you know. So well, my dear brother, the whole thing is just shameful, but we don't give up. We never give up. You know, one of the.
It's like you have not seen those videos.
I've seen some. I've seen some. Some are very. They are not encouraging too. You know, because these things
very disturbing. Very disturbing.
Yeah.
There was one that a family was wiped away completely. Complete family.
The
mother, the father, the children, and in-law.
What I find hard to. What I find a little bit more difficult to understand is why is it that when I see these guys like the Chede, you know, and all these other guys who are fighting a movement to secure our people, secure your own people. So that is where I begin to really wonder that it's incredible that, you know, every move they make, you know, you turn yourself enemy of your own people. When I saw that video, I think this was a recent one now where Chidi was boasting about our PM, right? I hope I'm in line. I think I'm not going off script, right?
You are kind of going off stream. We don't want to bother ourselves about all those people again.
All right.
We don't want to bother ourselves about those idiots because these people will always be there. Those saboteurs will always be there.
But the good thing, but the one good thing is that it's going to be very, very important that Biafran people continue to know who are their enemies, because at the end of the day, is the people. If you see, sometimes leadership or politicians, all these people, they don't know the importance, how important it is to have the people on your side. If you lose the people, like Biafrans, forget the fact that they subject them to poverty, subject them to all manner of situation whereby they can give money, give food, recruit people here and there, because people are starving, things are not working. But the truth of the matter is that the people they don't trust them. And when people you are governing doesn't believe in you, they don't trust you, it's just a matter of you nothing's gonna work. Okay, again, like maybe so if you see that Nnamdi Kanu, you see they're holding, the politicians know, the government know, the governors, all these Igbo governors, they know that if Nnamdi Kanu is released today, it's all this insecurity will stop. They know it. I am telling you the gospel truth. But the problem is that, and it's not like some of them necessarily wanted to continue, but because okay, if you release a man, if you release somebody, releasing somebody incarceration doesn't necessarily solve the overall issue, because because what you have to do is to listen to the person's legitimate concern and find a way to deal with that, because anything other than that is a waste of time, you know. And then Kanu has made it very clear what he wants, because that is what Biafrans want. He's carrying Biafrans along. None of these politicians is carrying us along. No, they're just doing their own thing. Those are the Mars, the Soludos, all of them, the senator, all of them, they are doing their own thing. They are taking care of themselves. They don't care about the people. So if they release Nnamdi Kanu today, trust me that even the hardest criminal in Biafra land, we gave him. We share his word. I can guarantee you that. But the problem is that, and they know it too, these same people holding him, they know it, but because after that, then what? Nnamdi Kanu wants what he wants, and they know it. And that is what Biafra wants. But those who are benefiting from this demonic system that will never work, that is going to collapse on his head, they don't want that, because they are after their own, they're after their own interest. That is what it's all about. That is the simple thing that is happening. It's as simple as ABC. Trust me. Well, one might look at it literally and say, oh, you are looking at it, you shall. No, it is. If you live in Nnamdi Kanu today, 99.9% Biafrans, they believe in him, they trust in him, they will listen to him. But at the end, like I said, he wants what he wants. And what he wants is what Biafrans want. And these criminal politicians who impose themselves on the people, they don't want that. That is the crop of everything that you see happening. Now, even in Yoruba land, look, everybody's going to feel this drum, this rain. In few months from now, you will see what's going to begin to happen. Everybody is going to feel it, one way or the other. Those who
everybody.
Okay, those who they say picking when saying I don't know how to, but trust me, that is probably is coming. It's coming very, very hard. The earlier people make plan on how to safeguard themselves. Again, that is where I wonder when I see all this in Genje media, the Chede and the rest of them, I begin to wonder on whose side do they want to be when chips are down? Where would they belong to? Because we are noticing all of them, and we are noting down those who are. So that is I don't know. So that is just the stretch of my brow. But the interview is Saturday, right? With Dr. NgoziOrabueze. So, like I said, I'm not against it. If she goes there, and sometimes they say, every publicity is now, not that. So, well, let's just see. Let's just see. But it's shameful. I don't know. I lack words now to describe what is happening, because I don't understand anymore. Trust me, I'm as confused as you can never imagine. I don't know.
Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you so much. I appreciate you for that amazing contribution. And every one of us has to be focused. Do not allow the enemies to control your emotion. Do not allow the enemy to dictate for you what to do, so that you don't make a mistake. And every one of us have to do what we have to do in our own little way. If you are in Biafra land, you must be security conscious. It is a must. You must be security conscious, and if you know the little defense you can put on for yourself, do it now. While the government continue on their own strategy. The government is not sleeping. The government is not relaxing. That is why the arm of the Liberation Army is widened now, is widened and expanded, so that other people can be included. Because to secure Biafra land is a mandate that must be followed. While we wait for Master Simon Ekpa, we can't fold our hands and say we are not going to do anything. A lot of things are being done. The Secretary of Defense is on different missions, on different strategies, and I bet you so many things are going to happen in the near future. But meanwhile, don't fold your hands and wait. Don't just fold your hand and wait. In all the emotional speech, in all the let's do something, it is not enough to talk online. Some people will write a message, they will tell you, why are we talking? That is why sometimes when I see such kind of people, I either block them or I remove that comment. Why were you talking? Why the same person that is asking you why you're talking, ask him what is his contribution or what is it. He's doing nothing. We have to continue to do what we have to do and create awareness. Creating awareness is one of the things we have to do. Those ones who are not online, you begin to call the attention for them to know what is happening. And also have it in mind that we can never have 100% compliance. It doesn't happen. It doesn't exist anywhere. You cannot get 100% compliance. Those Judas will be there. The saboteurs will always be there. And just like my brother Christian said, the only thing you have to do is to know them, be aware of them, and then stay clear from them. You have to be aware of them. That's the most important thing. You have to be aware of them.
Yeah, sorry, Mazichus. You know, I was a little bit, I don't know if you played video about that or if you said anything regarding that. Because that yesterday, I saw a video. If you don't want to go there, fine. But I just wanted to know, because I don't know, this Chidi, is he trying to become the another Asari Dokubo of Biafra land? Because I saw a video where he was playing and showing recruited group of people saying this, or do you think that it doesn't really matter? People like this, somebody who is coming out blatantly to show himself as ready to fight against Biafra actualization. What do you think about that? Because why do I say that? Is that for me, it's not today I know whom he is. You know, when Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped, he had a party in Canada. He celebrated his capture. I have a friend that lives in Canada, and we were discussing it, that he was just a pretext, you know, like they were protesting the kidnap, but in actuality, it was so then, since then till now, every of his actions has shown quite clearly, undoubtedly, that he celebrated the kidnap of Nnamdi Kanu. Why do I say that? Because what Simon Ekpa did is exactly the same thing that Nnamdi Kanu was doing, and he was captured, and he was praying for Simon Ekpa to be captured, and he has continued to say it today. So I don't know, maybe you've done it in the past, because I've not been around with you for some time, so I don't know, maybe that's why you say we should forget about them. But these are the enemies, so it's good that if you've done it before, fine, you know. So
yeah, just as I said, these people you are mentioning their name, you know, if you know me very well in my platform, I don't call people's name, because those people are irrelevant as far as I know. In as much as we say it sometimes, just for people who are just joining us yesterday, who are just new. For me, I have been in this very issue from the time of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, when they arrested him in 2015. From that 2015 to Python Dance and up to date, I have been there. I've been making my videos as an independent broadcaster before I fully came into the issue. So these people are, even this Chidi you are talking about. Chidi, I know Chidi for a very long time, and how he organized his program and what he does and what he does.
They are wreaking havoc, you know that, to the movement.
Even when he interviewed Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, when he followed Shore, before he interviewed Mazen Nnamdi Kanu with Shore and pretend to be part of us, I knew what he was doing. I have his old video. That is why even some people today that come, they will come and tell you, release Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, release. I know all of them.
Yeah.
That is why when they talk, I don't take them serious and I don't look at them. Many people that come to the national TV today and cry, oh, release Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. He's an innocent man. He's the brave man. He's the best man you people have. He's the only
They're lying.
These are people, when you go to their platform, scroll down, you will see that they supported the kingdom of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Some of them supported even financially.
Yeah.
But today, you see what of them, they come and pretend. That's why paying attention to them is just a waste of time.
But it's exposing them. It's so exposing them to Biafra, because
you don't just pay attention to these people. That is why when I come here, sometimes I don't talk about some idiot. I don't talk about them.
Yeah, I can understand.
It will be a distraction to drag me back to where I have just crossed. And
yeah,
now,
I can understand.
We must spend a lot of time now talking about them. Look at what is happening in Biafra land, and people are dying.
But they are responsible for that too, you know. So that is why for you it's understandable. For us, we have to speak about it, because the more we speak about it, the more they are exposed to the Biafran people, the real people to know whom their enemy is. Because tomorrow is you just never know. So that
like these people are mentioning their name now, these people are irrelevant and they can't do nothing. Where we are having problem today is inside. That is where we're having problem today. This we are talking, they are gone and gone long time ago. They are gone. That they have nothing to offer. All they are doing is they are blogging. They just blog and create their content, and then they get their views and get their money. That's what they do.
Inside, when you sorry, I beg to, when you say inside, you cheated, the likes of the cheated, they are not just bloggers. They have like I said, they are wreaking havoc, and they have a coordinated effort. And the way you say inside, I don't know, the inside are like the other, maybe the people who just break up from
those
the
people
government.
that just break up are the people that are creating the problem. It's not cheating. Cheat and whatever have nothing, they have nothing to offer. These people are just a bunch of clowns doing their own thing. These people, I don't see them as reasonable. The havoc you are seeing today, it's very, very clear, very, very clear. How can you now explain the fact that the people now, the area they claim to be controlling is where the Fulani is raiding havoc? There are certain things sometimes people force me to say things I won't say here. There are some informations we have that we can't put it online. I'm not here to discourage Biafrans or make Biafrans to begin to feel bad. My duty as a media of the government is to promote the government and make sure that Biafrans are in line, strengthen the Biafran and encourage them to move on to get to a destination. I won't come here to tell people what to do to discourage them and make them begin to get afraid. I won't come here to create fear in the life of Biafrans. The important and necessary thing is what I'm going to talk about and speak. When I say these people they are irrelevant. They are irrelevant. We know where our problem is. And most time what they do is that when something happens, they capitalize on that thing and they begin to show themselves off. Who are they? Is it not Chidi that came online? Chidi came online, he called Finland government, he called Finland embassy and they insulted him. He was crying online. He came online and he was crying. He said, stop blackmailing Mazi Simon Ekpa. Your blackmail cannot bring him down.
Anyway.
These are people that are just using their platform to do whatever they're doing. And there are people who are doing the actual work today that are bringing everything down, crumbling everything Mazi Simon Ekpa, structure Mazi Simon Ekpa put in place. That's the people are supposed to be concerned about. There are people who have penetrated to the structure Mazi Simon Ekpa have put in place. Up to the instead of taking instruments that we have bought, they have hijacked the instrument we have bought and they're using it against us. There are certain things we don't have to be saying online. I only try to touch on things, and let's not be creating fear or making Biafran to be distracted. And focus on the main thing, and let's get everybody together again. Recover things, just like Mazi Simon Ekpa did. If you remember, this is exactly what happened to Mazi Nandekan. Mazi Nandekan, after his kidnap, ESN was hijacked completely. How many of us knew about that? Mazi Simon never spoke about it. If you can remember, Mazi Simon never spoke about it. Even while they were hijacked, he was busy trying to recover them. He was able to rescue good number of them before he announced it. So many people did not know what transpired. Many commanders were gone.
Yeah, let Mas say something. Mas.
Many commanders were gone and he never spoke about those commanders. He never spoke about those. He just kept it to himself. Until he was able to recover, and got a strategy to retrieve those things back. Then the announcement was made. We began to see this. That was when this Ejiofor was removed. Even then, people were fighting Mazi Simon Ekpa. Remove Ejiofor, don't fight Ejiofor. You can't fight Ejiofor when you have not yet retrieved what is in his hand. And when people knew that at that time, Ejiofor was in the midst of the ESN. He was almost at the end of affair. So all these things are strategy by strategy. We should allow the government to do what they have to do. Don't work with your emotions. Don't work with emotions. Don't allow the enemy to control what you do and how you do it. Go on, my brother Maxwell.
Mazi Chuksa, I'm Namoche, I'm a Christian. You see, there is a saying in Igbo land that goes this way: what kills a cow lives inside the stomach of the cow. That is exactly what the problem. Our main problem is that those that have been, that you have been chasing the demons in the night has come outside in the daytime and accuse you of smelling like the demon that both of you were chasing in the night. So that's exactly what is happening. And do you know that they know some of the strategic plans of, look, when you have a foiled coup, a failed coup, the reason why they don't keep them alive, the reason why they don't keep them alive is because of things like this. They know what you know. You are a soldier, they are soldiers. Your officers, they are officers. You know command and control, they know command and control. You know strategy, they know the strategy as well. They know all you are, let me just say, you are craftsmanship, you are, rules of engagement. They know your marksmanship principles and the rest of them. They know all the rudiments. How are you going to deal with those people? It is gradually that you are going to follow these people to withdraw everything that is in their possession and weaken them. That is the reason why coup plotters, failed coup plotters are killed. They are quiet. It's execution direct. They don't pity them. You see, this is exactly what happened in this struggle. And I understand the reason why the government is taking it in a very low-key way. I know, I understand. Because it's something that you cannot go outrightly. If you go outrightly, you are going to destroy a lot of things. And remember also, they have connections with those people that are on the ground for us. So
because they are insiders too. Because they are insiders too. Unlike me and you, Mars. But Brother Chooks is an insider, and we respect him. And so let me not take your word. Yeah.
You see, so thank you, Uncle. They know all the they know your movements. Even before, do you know the reason why the Boko Haram goes a minute before the Nigerian army is because they have insiders in there that they are relaying information of their movement on daily basis.
Yeah.
That is what it is. That is one of the worst fights that you are going to fight. You are fighting yourself. Man, just imagine how can you fight your own shadow? You can't fight your own shadow. If you raise hand, the shadow will raise its hand as well. You move, it moves. It's like you are synchronizing with you. This is exactly what is happening. So gradually, we are going to get there. That feeding bottle that they are using to feed is going to be taken away from them. I believe that is a gradual process.
And that is the frustration. That is the frustration that is overwhelming some of them now,
Good. So it's a gradual thing. Let's keep it, let's keep piling, speaking the truth, however it is, however hard it is. Let's continue to speak and to our people and those on the ground, letting them know sensitization. You see, our armies that they have in contact with, sensitization is what the government of the United States of Biafra has to adopt now for our people on the ground, so that their mindset, you remember, our people in the forest on the ground, they are besieged with so many problems. They are besieged with so many kinds of things. I pity them. Look, during my own time, while this is convention, this is professional army, I spent roughly 6 months in the forest. My friends were fellow soldiers and animals. Whatever the animals eat, especially monkeys, is what we are going to pluck and eat in the forest of Liberia, a place they call Big Joe Town, Grambassa County, Liberia, and another place they call Sino County, Greenville. You see, you live in the forest. That is exactly what our people are passing through on the ground. They are it takes someone with mental toughness. That is why they train us for 6 good months, and after that they continue to train you. You will continue to undergo training in order to toughen you are going to have a very strong mindset, to withstand any of those things. Rain will fall, it will beat on you. Sun will shine, it will shine on you. You dig ground every day in order to protect yourself. You prepare yourself. Sometimes you don't drink. That's what they call water discipline. Sometimes you don't drink. I'm just using my own experience to, look at what our people that are defending my mother's ancestral land, Mazichuks, are going through there. They need support. They need support, and it's quite unfortunate that we have a group now that has come out to begin to fight, the body, the overall body that is controlling the whole this. But with time, like I said yesterday, they will fizzle out. And I said also on X yesterday, with time, they are going to fizzle out. There is nobody that is going to fight what God has placed that is going to survive it. You will go in shame. As long as it is not ordained by God himself. Amazing Nnamdi Kanu said it as well. The prophet of our time, he said it, he made mention of all these things that are going on today. They will come, they will betray us. That is why I always say, trust yourself. Don't trust me. Mazuchuks don't trust me. You see me today, I am talking the way I am talking because of my conviction about my mother's ancestral land and the need for my people to get their freedom.
Yeah.
And my position also to come out and defend if necessary. That I would do. I have been saying it. You'll be hearing it from me. I will add, if it is 1,000, that one person that is going to make 999, that one person is going to be me. I promise you that, by the grace of God, because my mother's ancestral will be freed. These people that are doing all these shenanigans here, causing confusion, trying to put emotion, create division amongst us, will fizzle out. Trust me and trust God, they will fizzle out. These other people like what do you call them, Anyawun and the rest of them, those people are one Nigerianist. They are degrees. They are planning to come and rule Nigeria and also become senators, political appointment holders and so on and so forth. That is what they are fighting. Because that is the easiest way now for you to make billions, millions of dollars is to go and serve the Jew. That is where the money is. For those of them that are gluttons, for those of them that can sell their their birthright for a porridge, they have no qualms going in there to let's go and make our own. That is the reason why they are fighting you, because you are putting sansan inside their gari and forgotten that liberty, freedom is one of the most important things in the human life. If you don't have liberty, if you don't have freedom, you are not a human being. Your dignity can be taken away from you right at that time. So that is how it is. Let's continue with what we are doing, supporting those that are worthy, to be supported. That is the COS and the generality of the United States of Biafra as declared 29 December last year. Support them, and let's thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Maxwell. Fellow Biafrans, I think we have spent almost 3 hours here now, and we're going to be rounding up so that we can take some rest. I know my brother Christian is already tired.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but God will continue to, pray for Biafrans and every genuine Biafrans, and we see what happens. For me, the conviction from a long time, I already know that. Yeah. So it doesn't matter what happens. It doesn't matter how shaky or whatever. But at the end of the day, it will happen. it will happen. It's just the things that is gonna, go happen along the way, and that is what is happening now. So many of these things. So, but yeah, that's it, bro. Maz, thank you so much, and Rachus, maybe we'll see again by the grace of God, and yeah.
Definitely we see again, not by the grace of God, we will see. God
Yes.
will always make us see. We always see. Nothing will happen to us. We will see. Even in Biafra land, we will see.
Yeah, so yes.
The challenges is enormous, and I understand how everybody feel. Everybody feel, and everybody get worried. And our own responsibility here is to encourage Biafrans to continue to hold strong, continue to stand strong. I understand how Biafrans feel about the whole situation. Sometimes even we that are speaking to you people here, we feel the same way. We feel the same way. So don't think that because I'm speaking to you here or my brother Christian here is speaking here is that we know everything or we don't have human feeling anymore. We don't feel the pain and all that. But in the face of our enemy, we are fearless. That will not make us to stop doing what we are doing. We will never allow the enemies to control our emotion or to control what we do or to dictate for us how we are going to fight for our freedom. We will not allow them. That is what they want to do. We know the strategy of the zoo. We know how they play, how they rule. Divide and rule is always their major strategy. And anytime they have that opportunity to enter and begin to divide, they will always do it without hesitation. So that is why you have to be very careful. Don't give those loopholes for them to think they are succeeding or to begin to think that they are doing something that is going to hold. That's one thing that our Prime Minister said during the time of kidnapping of Mazen Nandekan. He made a broadcast and he said that the greatest mistake you can do against your enemy is to make your enemy realize that he's holding something that is so dear to your heart. Anytime you make the enemy feel that he holds something that is dear to your heart, you have lost it. And he will never release that thing. That was one of the advice that our Prime Minister gave after the kidnapping of Mazen Nandekan. And that's really helped most of us to continue to push on until where we are today. So what they want to do is to make you and I weak. They want to know where our strength lies. They want to know that thing they will do, and we will keep busy talking about each other and forget about the real thing. I must try always to avoid it and focus on it. Mazi Obed, you're welcome. You are coming late as we are rounding up. So go ahead and speak to us, Mazi Obed.
Oh, my dear brother, Mazi Chooks, thank you very much for this privilege.
You're welcome.
Now, my brother, thank you so much for the great work you have been doing, the formidable, resolute work you have been constantly been doing. And thanks to our brother Mazi Maxwell and all Biafrans who has been contributing positively to what is going on. I really appreciate you all. I wish every other Biafrans will learn from these people that have been contributing and buckle up ourselves, know fully that we are in danger period. The time we are now is very dangerous for us. We are at the point of gunpowder. You understand? Biafrans need to wake up. Anybody called Igbo at this moment need to wake up. This is not time for somebody to be preaching. All of us are seeing everything that playing out in our own very eyes. You don't need anybody to be telling you what is happening. All we need now, thank God we are not only one person. We are many. We are multitude. When we come together, we speak with one voice, we will get our land back. This land is going before our own very eyes. We know those people that the Bible will also tell us now. The Bible let us to know that suffer the winch not to live now. Why the Bible says so? If you know say that this person might be the person with the might be that winch against your life now, no let her live. And we see that hopeless also Demba, we know of Peter Mba, we know all these people. Why should we be allowing these people? Do they have two heads? Didn't people live around them? Don't they know their family? There's which kind of community are our community turning into these days now? Our women, they have mouth. That is why don't do anything as a don't do anything to fall into our women's hand those days. Because when they make their meeting and come for you, you are a problem. We have our we have our various we have our youth, we have all these things. Everything is now turning upside down. Where are we going? We should talk, use that kind this thing now to talk and know how to get all these people now. These people cannot keep on be frustrating our lives. Many of us are in Europe, want to come back to home. Our mothers are dying because our mothers, we are the people that have that thing that is called love. It's not these Western people. They don't know what is love. Let them be devil. We are the original people that have love. We love our women so much. And we know how our mothers, they feel when we are not around with them. Just imagine when you are the last born. Imagine how they will feel. And you have been out there for many years. Not that we just want to live there for all these years. We want to come back. It's just because of insecurity. And who are those people causing this insecurity? They are those people we are voting every time. We are not even voting them, but we don't need anything like vote in Nigeria. We are not Nigerians. We are Biafrans. Let's just put this in our mind and fight as a people. Stand as people. Take what is rightfully ours. We are not even talking of the Nigeria now. We are not even talking of the people that own Nigeria. We are not even, Yoruba are a problem. They are facing the same problem we are facing. Hausa, nobody is hearing about them again now. It's we and Yoruba that they are hearing. That means there is problem.
There is.
There is problem. What are Igbo people doing? Igbo people never get this kind of doll. I never see Igbo people to be this kind of doll. Yes, I know. Yoruba now, they are facing the same problem. They are facing the same challenges just like we are facing. Yes, because they are now infiltrated with Afonjas. Just like we are infiltrated also with Ajonas. Ajonas, yeah. So that is why we need to know how we do all these things. I don't know the value, the benefit of we gathering in every part of abroad, saying we are having Igbo meeting. I don't know what we are doing there when we are not talking of our freedom, when we are not supporting, talking of Biafra. Well, that is why I don't belong to any meeting. I don't go to meeting. Why must I go to meeting when they are not talking anything good? You come there is just to show fashion, it's just to parade. Show who has money or who don't have money. Is that what we need to talk about life, how to save people's life. Talk of what is happening in your land. Our land is bleeding, seriously bleeding. And we are there, we are talking of money. What is money? After getting all those money, where are we going to take them to? Is it not to make your land good? And we are there making the money, making other people's land beautiful. Are we not foolish? I'm so disappointed with our people. Each day, I cry. Each day, before God and man, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is there rotting. Nobody's talking about him. Is Mazen Nnamdi Kanu supposed to be there up till now? Are we not supposed to close Nigeria by now? Nigeria is supposed to be shut down by now. By now. And we are there, we are romancing people. Some people will be distracting. We are talking of distraction. What is distraction to compare what we are going to do? Only few of us can do anything. Those people distract themselves will not. Those people distracting themselves will not have space. We is Asari Dokubo. We are leaving Asari Dokubo to be voicing anyhow. Igbo are falling my hand. And I don't see Igbo to, but I know that it's not their fault. It's Chukwuka Biama that is in charge of everything. I know that God will fight for me and my people. Because I know that I don't know where I belong again. Because the Igbo I see these days is not the Igbo I know. It's not like my own Igbo.
You belong
But
to
I pray.
Chukwu.
It's my that is the only in his hand I am. Because what is happening today, I no longer understand. Because I believe we are so much educated, we are so much intelligent to unveil what is happening and to know how to tackle it. It's very easy for we to tackle. Then why should we be giving chance to all these people that doesn't merit nothing? Look at Okengwere. Okengwere will come out, someone who has no capacity for anything. An idiot from nowhere will come out and say, everybody that's supporting Chukwuga. Look at an idiot that has no. Look at. My brother, I'm so emotional because if I keep on talking here, I will not leave here because I'm so annoyed.
Go further.
I'm very, very annoyed because my people are getting me upset. What is going on here? Every time we keep on saying, we need to, all those Igbo meetings, I will address it now. It's high time we stop addressing ourselves with English. It's high time we have to adopt to using our language. Because it's like they are even using that language we are speaking, seeing it as if we are exposing ourselves. Anybody who doesn't know how to speak Igbo should learn it. We need to be speaking Igbo here.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you so much. We are going to get to that. Not just Igbos, as we talk about Biafra, every dialect, once the government comes in place, every state is going to be addressing their cabinet with their own language. That is what has been said right from time. Every cabinet will be addressing in every state. Mazi Samoneko said it, Mazi Nandekado said it. These are our Oyibo grammar. Once Biafra is restored, in the whole 40 states, every state will be in their own House of Assembly, they will be using their own dialect and talk. Go ahead. My brother Max, please be brief so that our brother Ukafo will talk.
Okay, Uncle. Thank you so much. Welcome, Namochi. Asenge ega bawo awo gana acha mana gana Chineke ga adotre gị ndụ. Ọ ga-adọtre gị ndụ. Yes, ọ bụ ndị ngwale ji ekwu ya. Asịla Chineke nke dọtre gị ndụ. Chineke gọzie gị nna m. One, my brother that just spoke. You see, there is one different thing, one attribute of Biafran people that I understand so well. And I've come to realize it. They don't. You see, Igbo is one of the major ethnic groups. Then the other ones are dialects that are cousins to the Igbo people. They are liberal. They are liberal people. They don't force their language. Just like, do you know how they force other tribes in the Southwest to speak Yoruba? You know how they force them to speak Yoruba? Igbos cannot do that. You will manage your language. You are going to manage your language. Your language, if you do not do that, your language is going to go extinct, especially the minor ethnic, tribes in Biafra land. We will encourage them to keep. That is their identity, and that is what they are going to tell their children unborn and unborn. We will not force anybody. Me.
Biafran government already had that in constitution.
Exactly. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Let's hear from our brother Okafo. Mazi Obed, calm down. I know not only you, every one of us is agitated. We are feeling the way you are feeling, but we have to calm down. I understand how you feel.
I beg Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I beg Mazi Simon. I want to join the military. They never reply to me. I want to join anyone. You understand?
My brother, hold on. When the time comes, when the time comes, you're going to get a signal. Everyone, we are all soldiers. There are some of us that are not advertising themselves. Many people in this platform you are seeing here are ex-military men. So when the time comes, we are just
there enjoying the fight of what other people have fought for the past, enjoying other people's country, forgetting that what we are facing today now, they face more than that.
Yes, that's true. Absolutely.
But that we are people that we just love for anything that they already made. We just came to the world and see things that are already made. We don't embrace it and forget that these people fight for their own. What are they chase you come up for their own, okay? Which they are doing, and they are showing you that they don't need you. They show you every day they don't need you in their place.
True.
And you are still there. You still yet you will be pampering them and be licking their nyash so that they will accept you. Must you be licking their nyash? You're supposed to, when that person talk to you, you talk to him back. You talk to him or her back. Not that person will suppress you because you are falling. There is nothing like falling between you and the person. You just too contact. You can't get going here. When you open a water here, I want to open a gallon here now. Simple. Mother make intimidated because they are done. I told you no, now Kevin. Yeah, I took one no, now. You know, beginning yourself. Oh, you know now. What is paining me now is that I'm here. What I cannot do in this country now is what a foreigner in my own country is doing. Foreigner is in charge. Not Yoruba, not Hausa, not Igbo now they charge you. Oh, foreigner now. I say, brother, give me money, give me money. Oh, before you know it has to be Igbo. Asubamo na the same one show yaho. Come na galadipo. Asim brother yenu mego. Nye 5 naira. Osimo mba no pika. Oga kam no ma na agwo no na akrika. Nye onye na aga ayeyo. Yeshim nobi. Yeshim mba. Mma na agwo no na akrika. Nna Igbo kunitakwa no. Igbo kunitakwa no. I have a business. I should business. I should. You want to check our business? Container need now. Ega need now. Kevin Anna. Up you with a child. You will get in those windows of the house. You just check by yourself. You know, paper how I got you to by yourself. And that's you gonna have yourself one day. Or walk over the tax. Tax I say if you get generals home when I'm going on that. I need to get pretty stage.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you, my brother. So let's time for the next person to speak. Before we go to the next person, let's hear this message from you.
Before, Southern Sudan fought a war for 30 years. 30. Our own was only 3 years. Only our boss. 3 years only. Everybody ran away. Only 3 years. We don't want to build men that at the slightest sight of difficulty, they run away. We want to weed out all the chaffs. We need those that can sustain. Those who are relentless in the pursuit of our freedom until our freedom comes. No retreat and no surrender. How do you get them?
Buying and selling has put us into wait and take business in anything we want to do. Whatever that will take us time, we don't want it again.
Nobody wants the problem
with people.
You know your people, at the slightest sign of difficulty, because they are used to buying and selling, they will run away.
Somebody is telling me.
So, my brother Okafo, go ahead and speak to us if you're there. Unmute yourself and speak to us, my brother Okafo.
Can you hear? Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead. We can hear you.
Am I heard?
We can hear you. Go ahead.
My brother, choose. Good morning.
No.
I greet everybody in the house. Kobo start amalani na na hachuko ikabiama.
You see?
Brother, choose. Well done job, my brother. Thank you. Well done job. But Chris, you people are doing very great work. You know, I told you last time, I say I'm too strong. I have a spinal cord problem. So anytime where that in the conde is stop, I know they too much get myself.
Sorry about that.
So if you don't see me, make you no say, but they no agree me come online. Thank you, my brother. Wadiana, I dey see your work, I dey see your hand. I dey see your hand. Well done work. The Almighty God will keep you alive. See, you go enjoy Biafra. Biafra is your home.
Amen.
No matter what the enemies are doing, we are going home. Nobody can stop us. So, why this thing they pay me so much is that I don't know how somebody go for spirit, go carry fire, come for physical, for human life. The fire will come quench. Upon all the whole fight where you fight in the spirit to get the fire. the thing they pay me. At times, if I begin to think about this, I didn't get anything. Yeah, you don't see where person they curse himself, or person say I must be like curse where they curse me. I didn't understand, but the people where they follow Nkere or Elias, Isaiah Anyogo, are they blind? With the whole thing where they don't see about these people, is there anything they want to see to know that these people are fake? Yes, they have performed well, but they have evil motive. These people have been with our leader, but they have their own interior motive. This is where you see them do now. No be now the thing their mind. They don't plan and pay. Even when Obatobia is there. But Obatobia just want to push them to this 2nd of December. Because that is when every of their job will be terminated and will enter another phase. So you just want to manage them to that 2nd. No be so, but didn't know these people. He know them from A to Z. He know them. He know them very, very, very well. If he watched the way he treated these people matter with the deputy prime minister, DPMDrNgoziOrabueze, you will know that Obatobie knows all these people. He knows everything. But he just decided to manage them. For these people to go to this extra mile, to do this kangaroo selection, where they do say then they elect Nkere to be the PM. My brother, these people can never go unpunished. They can never go unpunished. My happiness is that nobody can change the mind of the Almighty God. Jehovah is the one piloting the affair of Biafrans. So they just expose themselves. They just make us to understand who they are. So they have destroyed their career. All the whole effort, all the whole thing where they don't suffer on this struggle. Look at how they just take their hand, carry shit and poto and the sand, cover their face. Shame unto them. Please, my brothers, Biafrans, leave these people. They don't mean well for us. They don't mean well. Anybody that is going contrary to this new dimension is an enemy of Biafrans. Our spirit leader said we should follow Mazi Simon Egba, that he bringing a new dimension into this struggle. He didn't ask us to follow him with another body. What did Nkere know about the new dimension? Yes, our leader fix you. The area he see that you are capable to function. Then he now want to leave that area and come and do what you don't know. Do you know anything about administrative? Do you know why Obatobie is using Ngozi Orabueze in everything he's doing? that made that woman signatory to be in many of our important documents. People, please make people open their eye. A way that sinneth right unto a man. Bible say that the end of it is destruction. You people are heading to doom. I am telling you people, make una retrieve back. Please, nobody should pay money to these people again. They feel because of Obatobia give them access to be communicating with the men on the ground. And because of that, they will use it to hold us on ransom. It can't work. And no weapon that they from them against us that can prosper. No way. So please, let's open our eyes and know who they follow. Please, my brothers and sisters, Biafrans, follow who know road. We no go leave road, begin to follow bush. Blind man, no, they read blind man. If you watch all the whole things, you know, say these people plan this thing very well. How many days where Obatobie just go to answer question where this will bring up this info to show you that this thing have been in them. They have been eating them or they have been ganging or planning. Obatobie no say there's a kappa, but he just want to money because they have a limited time. Time they short to 2nd of December. But look at it now. God no be small picking. God is wiser than everybody. You see, God know why he just allowed this thing that happened to our leader to happen to him. So that we go know what thing they happen inside. So that we go know people where would they follow. People where go inside bush. Go knock. Come outside. Go there ask who they knock inside bush. These people are evil. Please stop following them. Stop following them. And I want to use this opportunity to talk to our men on ground, the generals. Please, I don't know whether you are following Nkere or you are following the master. Nkere is just an errand boy. There's the master that is piloting the whole thing. Please, let's follow Obatobie. Obatobie have put a template that will take us to our freedom. And that is what we are following, that lead us to where we are. So anybody that is bringing another thing inside, my brother, we should see that person as our worst enemy. These people are evil. And initially, all my aim is that they don't want any other person to come in between our men on the ground to avoid any saboteur. I didn't even know that they have ulterior motive. So that's why I was saying before, if they can allow them, make we no scatter what we don't do. But as they can't do this queue, now I know where then they go. These people are evil. And they can never go unpunished. I told them that they should remember that we are a country. We have a law. And the wrath of the law must have their effect on them one by one. They can't escape it.
Thank you so much, my brother Okafor. Thank you for that contribution.
So, thank you, my brother. I want to use this opportunity to thank our mother, the able deputy prime minister. They are jealous, cannot do anything. You are not the one that chooses yourself, it's God that chooses you. So please be focused. Always look straight on the ball and make sure that that ball is rolling on the right direction. Please, please, don't be disfocused at all. Don't allow anything to distract you. Move on. Please, if you are putting people in the office, I tell God, beg you, please make proper inquiry and put somebody that can give us what we want. Like our master said, no paddy for this struggle. No paddy. And if you give anybody work, if that person knows what you ask him or her to do, please, no waste time. No waste time. Very soon, I am sure that our leader will join us. It is settled in the spirit. Now, small thing, now, he will come out very soon. Please be focused. What we need now is to support our men on the ground, give them all they need. One. Secondly, to make sure that the people that are going for our recognition is doing their work properly. Please, Biafran, please keep on supporting. Now we need the support even more than before. Please, forget about all these criminals. We have only account now, one account now to follow, to get to where we are going, till Robert Obia is out. That new dimension account is the account. Please donate, donate, donate and donate, donate and donate. Number one, donate. Number two, donate. Number three, donate. I thank all the media warriors. May God Almighty help every one of us. Very soon we're going to enter Biafra. Very soon we're going to enter Biafra. Just see what they are doing now in our hometown. See how they are cleaning our people. Because Obato Obia is not there. And they don't allow this woman to focus and do what she's supposed to do. It can never be well with this wicked. Please, our men on the ground, the Lord is with you people. The spirit of Biafra is with you people. God Almighty will keep on to make you people invisible before the enemies. If you go out of pressure, you come out successfully. May God protect every one of you. I thank you all. I submit.
Thank you so much, my brother Okafor. I appreciate you. You have spoken and Biafrans have heard you. Every one of us should make a wise decision, take a wise decision. The truth will always be the truth. It is not difficult to find the truth if you have a pure heart. The people that are finding it difficult to follow the truth is because their heart is covered with envy, jealousy, and greed. If your heart is clean, it is very easy to see the truth, as easy as ABC. My brother Anderson, go ahead and speak to us. Anderson, if you are there, speak to us. Let us hear you. Use your 2-3 minutes and speak to us. Anderson, are you there? Unmute yourself, Anderson. Unmute yourself and speak to us. Unmute yourself, Anderson. If you are there, unmute yourself and speak to us. If Anderson is not there, that means we have to move on and continue to round up the program because I have overspent time and need to be rounding up and prepare for the next program that I'm going to hold. I urge every Biafran, do not get distracted, be strong. I know the challenge is very heavy. It's heavy even to us, the Biafrans that are speaking, but we will never give up. Continue to stand on the mandate, stand on the structure, put together by Mazen Nandekano, from Mazen Nandekano to Mazen Samanega, from Mazen Samanega today to DPMDrNgoziOrabueze. Do not be distracted, always be focused. Go ahead, Mazi Obed. Let's hear from you.
Oh, thank you very much, Mazi Choose. Just to still align with what Mazi Okafor Sunday has just said, I'm worried about what he said so much also. Please, we wouldn't want what we have been seeing to keep on popping up again. We need good verification for any cabinet. We don't need people like all these caliber that worth nothing, like Okengwere, all these people, all these guys said, Rafael Ajay. I know Prime Minister himself is a very is a very wise man, very wise person. I know he himself is not the one that chose himself for this game, for this struggle. Likewise, each and every one of you that are doing this job now, you are not the one that choose yourself. You are being possessed by the ancestral spirit of Biafra land, and that is why you are doing it, and you will keep on doing it perfectly as they sent you. And any day you deviate from it, you will see your life changing, and that is just the game. That is how the game it is. All right. And please, I want to use this opportunity again to still highlight on the program I saw concerning our interview with our our Honorable Deputy Prime Minister, our Odubunwai Biafra Jaba NgoziOrabueze. Biko, I will never support that interview. I don't accept that interview at all, because this guy, you know, damage, got damage in Nigeria, for the moment. It won't hear anything but damage for the moment, because anything damage you need to go now. Anything you need to know. In Nigeria ga-enye karịa otu o si chọọ from us, because ọ bụ ha nwa ihe si jide prime minister anyị. Enwe ndị nyere ọda si na ha chọrọ ka ejide ya, so ndị ahụ ga-akanye information karịa onye ahụ ọ na-achọ. Na ihe ahụ ọ na-achọ ya hapụ anyị ka anyị nọdụ onwe anyị. Biko, our honorable DPM ya bụ no nwoke manụ nwa wit nsogbu ya. Onye anụ nwe anything, onye abụghị onye Biafra, onye abụghị onye Igbo, amaghị m ebe onye Ashebia. Biko nụ, enweghị anything, onye abụ onye Hausa na onwe ya complete. Biko onye a n'ọlụ onwe ya, isi hapụ anyị. Ihe anyị digoro na recognition ndị ga-ama anyị. And thank God na ọ na-agba ezigbo mbọ. Our DPM na-agba ezigbo mbọ. Ụwa niile, ụwa na-aghọtagodo anyị nwanya ka ishigodo taa na-aghọta anyị. Ọ ihe anyị assignment anyị iketa dị ya na otu a ga-esi na-azọ nne anyị na ụmụnne anyị nọ na anaba anyị, and otu ndị all these our angels na-alụ ọrụ, otu a ga-esi na-adị oke were obi ọcha na-alụ ọrụ ha na ọya ka anyị na-edidebe. My brother, thank you very much, sir.
Thank you so much, my fellow Biafrans, everyone that is listening. Every concern you have regarding to the government, the members of the cabinet are listening, and our Deputy Prime Minister, Dr. NgoziOrabueze, is listening. It is in her office to take decisions that is going to favor every one of us. And we must have to give her that trust that she will take a decision that is going to favor us, and continue to pray for her. Whatever decisions she takes, we will pray for her, continue to support her, and I believe it is for our own good. We pray that Chukwu Okike Abiama will lead us to freedom, and we shall be free. Do not be too scared. If you are in Biafra land, please and please be security conscious. Be security conscious. Don't just leave yourself. If you can have a means to protect yourself, keep something around you to protect yourself. If you can, please do so. While the government is making their plans, you know that Biafra land is very big. Even though they call it a small, we know how big it is. The government is making every plan to make sure that every nook and cranny of Biafra land is sealed. That is why today recruitment is going on different regions. The 40 states will have their command and they protect. But before then, please be security conscious and protect yourself. And Chukwu Okike Abiama will guide and protect every one of us. Thank you all for being with us from the beginning to the end. My beloved brothers that joined me on this stage today, I thank you for all your contribution and your support. Thank you so much, and thank all Biafrans. May Chukwu Okike Abiama guide and protect us. Airborne. Thank you.
Mama Biafra, where you dey? We dey wait for you to come our way. Simon Ekpa, you dey fight like lion, keeping Biafra safe from Zion. Oh, Mama Biafra, your children they cry. Finland free our prime minister. We no go lie. Our enemy they try to annihilate. Before it's too late. Freedom no be small something. Now waiting we dey demand without fronting. Biafra land we want them strong. We fight west we dey shout. Mama Biafra, yeah, I'll call no doubt. Enemies close, but we stand up tall. Together we rise, we no go follow. Oh, Mama Biafra, your children they cry. Finland free, our prime minister. We no go lie. Our enemy they try to annihilate. Freedom now before it's too late. In unity we go they strive. Fight for freedom, we go alive. With courage and strength we they fight. Mama Biafra, our guiding light. Your children they cry. Finland free, our prime minister. We no go lie. Our enemy they try to annihilate. Freedom now before it's too late. Freedom no be small something. Now waiting we they demand without fronting. Biafra land, we want them strong. Simon Ekpa, we go march along. From the east to the west we dey shout. Mama Biafra, yeah, I call no doubt. Enemies close but we stand tall. Together we rise, we no go fall.